What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Hope y'all are doing well today. Yeah. So, this morning, I'm going to be trading on Webull. We'll see how that goes. I got about $700 in my Webull account, and what I figured I could do is I could trade in pre-market this morning, and that should be fun. And so, bear with me, guys. I'm waking up a little bit, and then I'm going to trade a little bit on Webull. Maybe we'll trade some penny stocks this morning. I don't know. I just got this new Webull account, and I'm going to try to trade. Don't judge me. I got a Winnie the Pooh mug. Don't judge me. You know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Honestly, I'm learning this platform. How do I make this thing smaller though? Like, I don't want it this big. You guys know me. I want to use Thinkorswim for charts. Okay, so we can make it bigger. We just can't make it smaller. What if I exit out of all this stuff? Sorry guys, I'm learning to use Webull platform. This is the platform for Webull. It's really not a bad platform. Honestly, it's leaps and bounds ahead of Robinhood, honestly. Like, this is it right here. I don't know if you guys can see the whole thing. But it's leaps and bounds ahead of Robinhood, that's for sure. But like, I don't want the chart, I don't want the time in sales, I don't want the level 2. All I really want is the buy window, and that's it. And I'm wondering if it's going to let me exit out of here. 1, 2. I could probably keep this info right here, like position this. That's cool. It lets you customize it. Orders. I need that. And I like that too. I mean, that's about how I like it. Let me see if it'll let me make it smaller. Come on, man. You're not going to let me make it smaller? What can I do here? Oh, my bad, team. Sorry, guys. The music was way too loud. What I'm saying, though, is I'm trying to learn how to use this Webull account, right? And, I don't know. I downloaded the desktop platform, but what I'm noticing is you can't make this smaller. Why? Why can't you make it smaller? I can lock it for trading. Okay, that's cool. Unlock for trading. I gotta enter my password. But like, I just want to make this small. Does it let me declip this? That's what I really want. If it'll let me declip this, that's all I really care about. Set as a group. Man, I don't think it's going to. Settings. Trade. I like the settings. Sorry, I'm learning to trade this. If I see some penny stocks, I might trade some on Webull this morning, guys. We'll see. Yeah, Hammer, like I said, we'll see. Mostly what I'm thinking about using Webull for is pre-market trading. I figure we can we can add another dynamic to the stream and trade some in pre-market, you know. Well, it's going to be that, and another thing is going to be options, right? Like, options are going to be something that I trade a decent amount on there. And so options and man, hold on a second. 1 second, guys. Man, I'm losing my voice. I think I do this stream too much, man. I talk too much. Hold on, guys. Oh, I am muted, man. I've been talking to myself. What do you guys think about this? Do you like I said, I'm going to try to look to trade it a little bit in pre-market. We're just got to find some stuff that's moving. I can try to buy some dips. If I think WWR is going to rip here, I can buy a little bit of shares if I wanted to, you know? Alright, let's look at stuff. We got WWR. Do you think a dip buy here would be interesting? I wonder how many shares I can buy for $700 of WWR. Let's try it. Let's just test out a pre-market trade. Let's see if we can find any better dips, though. We got TENX here. Ripping up. TENX. I don't know if I like this one. Let's look at the long-term chart. I think that's going to be the key here. This one's not a bad long-term chart, honestly. But the problem is it's just super extended from this level. We got WWR. Yeah, this one's super extended too. We got MGI. And we got some penny stock gappers though, I'll say that. MoneyGram, not a big enough range to really make anything from it. ALNA. Let's try WWR. I mean, that one's interesting enough. Let's see if we get some rips here. I mean, we're below the VWAP now, but like I could try it. Alright guys, I'm going to try to trade with buy WWR in pre-market. Let me see if it'll let me. Where are we at now? We're at 480.81. Let's switch this over to 81. Extended hours, yes. Unlock. Man, you're going to make me do this in front of everybody. Hold on. Alright. Alright guys. Should we just do a market order? Last price. $2? What? Let's try a market. Well, let me do a market order. How many shares can I buy here? Okay. I can buy a bunch. Let's buy 100 shares. No, I can't buy 100 shares. Oh, I can buy 100 shares. Alright, I'm gonna buy 100 shares here and just trade. Maybe let's get 200. Well, let me get 200. How much is that? No, can't get 200. Let's get 150. That'll be a fun little trade. Alright, let's try a market. We're extended hours, right? Let me place order. Place order. Did it work? No. Let's do limit. Yes. Extended hours. Let's bring this down to 4. It's at 487, right? Let's just try to get filled at 480. I want to buy. Oh, that's right. Okay. Ooh, no. Buying power is insufficient. Oh, I'm a little bit over. Okay, let's get 125. It's probably better though because this thing dropped. We're at 475 right now. Let's buy. Yeah, let's buy that. Alright, we're working. We're working. I think I put my limit order a little bit too low here, so I should probably cancel this. Let's see if it'll let me. Yeah, let's cancel this. And then let's put in... Yeah, alright. Yeah, we can allow that. Alright, we'll put in... what are we at now? 480? Let's put in 482 just to make sure we get filled here. Oh. I gotta set up hotkeys. Yeah, let's do 482. Oh my gosh, man. Now we're not even close either. I'm going to cancel this. Alright, let's try market order. This is going to be easier. It's only going to let me do a market order during the day. Alright, where are we at now? We're at 490. I'm going to miss the move. Let me do 492. Get filled real quick. We'll do 123 shares. That's cool. That should get me filled immediately. I mean, it's an extended hours trade. 492. Limit. We'll let it sit. Alright, so we put in the order. We're trying to get the dip here in Webull. I think I've traded on them once before. Oh, it's not... Oh, this is just going to fill me during market hours because I don't have extended hours set. Okay, yes. Buy, place order. Do it now. All right, I gotta. Yeah, go ahead and buy that. That should fill me immediately now. Yeah, there we go. See, that's the problem. All right, it takes me a little while to figure it out. I'm now filled in this. I think my fill, let's see where my fill was. 485. And so that was a good fill. It actually got me a good fill. I put in 492 I put in like 488 as my limit price, and it filled me at 485. So it actually gave me a pretty solid fill versus like what I was really trying to do here. Now, I don't know if I really like this trade. I could lose a bunch in this one, but if this one does rip up, I could make $100 or so, and that's really what I'm trying to do. We'll see what this one does at the open, you know. Yeah, I got it. I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning, guys. Like I said, you guys know me. What's up, guys? All right, so yeah, I'm in there. What's up, team? All right, so yeah, that's what I'm holding right now. I'm dip buying WWR here. See if we get a little rip. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and put this window back. I'll continue to update you guys on my Webull pre-market penny stock trade that I'm in right now. And with that said, we can take a look at some of these stocks moves, and let's go ahead and go over the news right now, team. Market's actually looking pretty good today, honestly. Looking pretty strong. Let me see. How does this work? Let me see a heads up in the chat. What do you guys like more? Would you guys rather me keep it like I am here, or would you guys rather me? Oh no, it's dropping. WWR is dropping. See, this is why I don't trade penny stocks, man. I don't trade penny stocks because I suck at penny stocks. But let's look at me lose money, guys. Y'all want to see me lose money? Let's watch. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh yeah, it's a browser window. I mean, I'm not down that much. I'm down like $15. Or I'm down $20. This is my P&L. Honestly, this is a risky trade, just to put it into perspective. You know, this is a risky trade, but the things I do for the show, you know, I'll risk a few $100 for the show, you know. Let's do it. So Sogan says, how long does it take for cash to settle after a trade? The reason, so there's different packages. I think I have the gold package on Webull, and with that it's an instant settlement, but they limit you to 3 days per week, right? And so it's like there's two options on Webull. And if you want to go check out Webull, let me find the link. I do have the link here if you want to. I think you get a free stock for signing up. Somebody asked me, yeah, you do get a free stock for signing up. And so if you want to check out Webull, like I said, I think when you're considering like Webull, Robinhood, I think Webull's certainly better. The charting is better. The platform is better. You can trade options on Webull too, and it's just a much more advanced platform. You also get a free stock. And so, yeah, go check out Webull. Y'all want to help support the channel? Sign up for Webull. You know, there's the link. I think you might get 2 free stocks, but I don't know if that's still going on. Just check the link to see if it says that or not. But yeah, basically, there's 2 different packages on Webull, right? The first one, I'm pretty sure I have the gold package. It's been a while since I really looked into it. But one of them will give you instant settlement. So you'll be settled immediately. So in one of them, you'll be settled immediately. And I'm going to give myself like a risk of like $4 here. But yeah, in one of them, you'll be settled immediately into your account. You'll be settled instantly, right? But they're going to limit you to 3 times per week, even though it's a cash account. And I think that's called the gold package. Then the other one is that I'm pretty sure the other one you can day trade as much as you want, but there's not instant settlement. And so basically that's going to make you basically do the same thing. But I would prefer the instant settlement and just the 3 days per week type of thing for me. And so what I'll probably be doing on Webull is a mix of like options trades, swing trades, and pre-market day trades is what I'll probably be doing on Webull. And I'll probably stay with Tefs because I do have that account right now on Tefs. I'll probably stay with them for actual market hours, but during pre-market, that's what I'm going to do. Alright guys, let's go over the news, shall we? Do you guys like this better? Do you guys like this layout where we got half scanners, half chart? Is that better? Do you guys like that more? Let me know. I've also got about $1,000 into TD Ameritrade right now, and so I might trade a little bit on TD, honestly, if I can. So yeah, I'm gonna be trading. I'm gonna be trading everywhere. I'm gonna be trading a little bit on TD Ameritrade, a little bit on Robinhood, Webull, a little bit on Tefs, and so I'm gonna be trading with a bunch of different stuff, honestly. And I think I'm just going to hold this until we get a breakout. And what you guys saw, though, the fills in pre-market really weren't bad. And I think that's some of the innate benefits of actually getting a Webull account is you can actually trade in pre-market. Alright, so let's go over the news as we speak here, though. Let's go ahead and look at the WWR news here.
Can I have my breakfast?
What, buddy?
Can I have my breakfast?
Yeah, here, I'm going to get your mom to make it right now, okay? Alright. Alright, so WWR here. Let's take a look at this news a little bit deeper. Alright, so just to break down this news story, Westwater Resources, which is WWR, demonstrated a successful simulated full-scale processing of battery graphite. That's the news, is that they demonstrated a successful simulated full-scale processing of battery graphite. That news is causing the stock to run up here. Like I said, I just bought about 135 shares of WWR just now. About 135 shares. We're going to see. We're going to let this bad boy work. I'm still holding Hertz. What is Hertz at? Hertz is at 90s. I'm still holding Hertz just to have a little bit of fun with some of these trades. But yeah, that's the news. Positive independent test results for Westwater, which is WWR. And they're gapping up. Like I said, I'm holding about 135 shares here in pre-market. I'm down about 30 bucks. But I'll do it for the stream. We'll have some fun with it. In my first day of trading in pre-market on Webull, I'm down about 30 bucks. My plan is just to dip buy, hoping it bounces off of 450. I'm at 485. Here's my P&L, you can see. But we're doing it for the stream. You know, we're doing it for the stream today, guys. Yeah, it's rough. TEF's no longer accepting U.S. customers is rough. My guess is it's probably just regulation that they got hit with, and we're still gonna, you know, promote them for overseas clients. Like if you're overseas, you know, you lucked out, man, because you can still use TEFs. And honestly, I'm gonna have to make this last account by me survive, because if I die, luckily I'm up enough in this account that I'm straight. But like, it's unfortunate for sure. But anyway, like stuff like this is gonna happen. It just kind of shows how ridiculous the PDT rule is. You know what I mean? Like the PDT rule is so ridiculous. Like the regulation for it is so ridiculous. And the reason being is because it's just like, you know, you're basically making new traders save up 25 grand to day trade, right? If anybody wants to learn to day trade, they're gonna have to save up 25 grand. You're basically just forcing a new trader to lose $25,000 for their first experience, and that's just completely unnecessary. They should let new traders trade small accounts with instant settlement and no PDT rule. They should let it happen because they're going to risk less. Like, people are going to day trade anyway, regardless of where they go, right? People are going to day trade, right? And so if you make a new trader save up 25 G's, you're hurting that trader, right? And that's why, like, it's a ridiculous rule, honestly, an absolutely ridiculous rule. And it's unfortunate, but like I said, the show must go on, and it is what it is. Yeah, so Diego, if you just bought TEFs, you should be fine, brother. Unless you bought it this morning. If you bought it yesterday, before yesterday, you should be fine. If you bought it this morning, they'll probably give you a refund, I'm guessing, brother. So I gotta go change the site and stuff too. But yeah. TAFs is TradeNet's, like the platform TradeNet uses. Yeah, they're no longer accepting U.S. customers. It's crazy, but, you know, it is what it is. They're still accepting overseas clients, and so, you know, if you're overseas, you lucked out, you know. But anyways, yeah, WWR's news, sad day, but like I said, I'm lucky in that I have an account, and my account is up like 10 grand, luckily. So I'm very, very lucky in that regard that I still have my account, and my account is up like 10 G's, and I have a lot of room to really try to grow that as much as I can. Ideally, I'd like to grow my TEFs account into, you know, 25 G's and then just get me a big boy account. Like, that's what I want to do. And listen, I liked working, you know, TEFs has always been a solid platform. I think it's one of the cheapest options for new traders. And so, like I said, if you're overseas, you can still use them. If you're in the US, they're no longer accepting US clients, unfortunately. And it is what it is. Regulation, like I said, it goes back to how ridiculous the PDT rule is. And, you know, it sucks, but, you know, PDT rules the PDT rule, I guess. I'm not sure, George. Probably regulation is what I'm assuming. Like I said, if you bought it before today, you're fine. Like, you'll still get your account. But if you bought it today or after, I would ask for a refund. I'm sure they'll give you one. All right, but yeah. So we're also looking at TENX here, guys. TENX. Which is Tenax Therapeutics. And Tenax Therapeutics reported results from the phase 2 trial of their levosimendan, which demonstrated, quote, significant reduction in right arterial and pulmonary capillary wedge pressures and improvement in 6-minute walking distance. And so Tenax Therapeutics, no safety issues. They demonstrated significant improvement with 6-minute walking distance, and they are ripping up here from 145 to 238 for TENX. We also have MGI here, MGI, which is MoneyGram, kind of the Western Union of Walmart. If you don't know what MoneyGram is, I've struggled before. I've had to use MoneyGram and get like $50. You know, it is what it is. It happens. So I know what MoneyGram is, but MoneyGram shares are up as Western Union reportedly is looking for an acquisition. And so that's big news for MoneyGram. If Western Union eats MoneyGram, you know, that's a big acquisition here. And they had a buyout bid yesterday from Western Union for MGI. So we'll see what happens there, gapping up from 259 to 390 for MGI. Like I said, I'm holding a little bit over 100 shares of WWR, and we are ripping. Like I said, my ideal situation here is just see if we can catch a dip buy this morning in pre-market. That's all I'm really trying to do here. Here's my setup. You can see I'm up 625 right now, holding WWR. I'm holding 125 shares. And we're getting a nice rip here, honestly. I'm happy with this rip. Look, I'm up about $20 on a, you know, pretty small investment. There's 5. Hey, I might sell into some buyout pressure. If we get up to 550 here, I might sell my position in WWR. Like I said, I'm only holding a little bitty position here. But hey, you know, I'll take my wins if I can get them here. Like I said, guys, if you're just now joining us today, I'm going to be trading with a lot of different platforms. And not only am I going to be trading with TAFs, but I'm also going to be trading with Thinkorswim, Webull, and Robinhood. And so if you want to watch me trade a bunch of different platforms to get around the PDT rule, let me know. Yeah, Western Union is MoneyGram. Hey, I've struggled. I've used them, you know. What's up, Casey? What's up, brother? All right, guys. Like I said, hey, we're getting a rip here. Look, I'm up $30. Should I take profits here? If we get up to $50, I'm certainly taking profits. Where's my shares? Where's my shares, man? How do I do this? No, not amount. What am I holding? 1, 2, 3 shares? I think 1, 2, 3. I'm up over $30. Let me get ready to sell this. No. Look, we're at 506. Let's just keep it there. I gotta learn how to do this, honestly. 510. Look, I'm up $30, guys. Should I take a partial? What should I do here? Let me try to sell like 75 shares. Yeah, I'm gonna sell 75 at 507. Go ahead, get me out of there. Boom, out of it. It filled me. Hey, the pre-market fills are not that bad. And so I just made like 20 bucks on a WWR, and then I'm gonna hold my last. How many am I holding now? I'm holding. I told you I was dip buying this thing, man. I was dip buying it, and I caught it. I am now holding 50 shares. What? I'm holding more than that, huh? I just sold how many? I sold 75, right? I don't know how many I'm. Hey, thanks, Casey. Thanks, brother. But yeah, I know I made money there. Let me see. Filled. Okay, yeah, we got 75. Okay, so yeah, I bought 125. Okay, I thought I bought 123. So yeah, I bought 125 and I was filled. And so luckily, I think a lot of people are taking profits where I just did too, because look at this dip here for WWR. We'll see, you know, but look at the dip. Not too bad. All right, let's look at some other stuff here, though, guys. I'm holding this one. We're going to give it some time, see if we can rip up. I've already taken profits, protected myself some here. We also have GNUS. GNUS ripping up here. We've got WU. WU is Western Union. They're up on the acquisition news of MoneyGram. They haven't actually acquired them yet, but they're looking for an acquisition with MoneyGram for WU, which is Western Union. We'll see what happens there. We also have Work, the stock Mitch talked about in his video on the second channel, WORK. Big news here, 39.40, huge gap up for Work. We might be breaking highs here for Slack Technologies. Look at Work, big moves. Why is this up? I'm gonna leave this to maybe Slack and Zoom are worth nearly 15 billion or 50 billion more since the coronavirus. I think it says Zoom's gonna report quarterly earnings Tuesday, today afternoon. Where's the Slack? I think so. Yeah, I think Zoom's gonna be reporting quarterly earnings. I appreciate it, Casey, my man. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, y'all go check out Casey's options channel. Hey, Casey, I'm gonna be trading options a lot more, brother. So, you want to do a stream with me, bro, or you want to do like a collaboration, brother? I see you posting videos, bro. I see you. Let me know, man. You can hop on. We can do something. You know, I'm sure it'll kind of boost your channel a little bit too, brother. So let me know, man. Message me on Discord or something, because I'm gonna be trading options a little bit more. But yeah, let me. Work is ripping up here. I know Zoom. This is a conferencing software for Work, and so they're ripping up. We got VTIQ here, which is Vecto Acquisition. They're gapping up. I might look at this one. You all right? All right, hold on. All right, but yeah, VTIQ rip it up here, which is Vecto Acquisitions. So Vecto Acquisitions. I'm not seeing the reason this one's up. Let's see what else. CLDR, which is Cloudera. Yeah, I remember this one. Cloudera ripping up today as well. I gotta watch this. Let me know if WWR starts to crash. Let me know, guys, because you gotta tell me this stuff, man. Luckily I've scaled out. I got 50 shares. It's not gonna be the end of the world. I'm gonna see if this one can rip at the open. I think it'll honestly probably drop to be honest, it's a little bit nerve-wracking for me to hold this position here in WWR. And the reason it's a little nerve-wracking is because you guys know me, I'm usually a short trader like this. Like, I honestly, to be completely honest, I usually just like shorting these. And like, I think I've already made money in this trade to where I'm not going to lose money because I took money off at the very top. You know, I've covered a lot of my position, like more than half of my position, and so I'm not going to lose money per se. But usually I think a lot of times these fail. I think a lot of times stocks like this fail. They end up just coming back down. They get pumped up, and then during the next day they just kind of fill the gap some, and I think that happens a lot. And so on the other end, I'll probably be looking for some put options on Webull as well. Not on this one per se, because that would be kind of crazy to buy it long and short at the same time, but that is another strategy that I'm going to start to implement into my trading as well. But yeah, right now we're break even on the rest. I'm up a little bit. What does it show me, like my full profit on the stock? Let me see. Markets, screener, stocks, account, maybe account. Yeah, all right. Cash balance. Okay. Where does it show me just like my straight profit and loss? Up $2. Alright, here, let's look a little bit deeper into this. Unrealized P&L, unrealized position. Yeah, I'm learning how to do this. P&L. What have I made? I don't know. We're gonna like I said, we're gonna try to build this $700 Webull account up, and if I have to put some more into it, I don't mind. But yeah, Cloudera. Let me see. I'm trying to find Kramer. I think touched on Cloudera, right? Yeah, Kramer said he thinks Cloudera is a winner for CLDR. So he thinks Cloudera is a winner here. What else we got, guys? We got AMD about break even. We've got the SPY itself. Let's look over the overall market. The overall market was up. We're moving down a little bit now. But we can go ahead and go over the market news here, team. All right, so the ETF preview for today, I'm going to go ahead and read this, and this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, stock futures were higher in the pre-market session, continuing gains on the back of data on U.S. manufacturing activity rose for the first time since January, and the upbeat results could point to economic activity starting to become stable after being disrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic. However, with no major economic data on tap for today, market sentiment could turn sour as protests throughout the country continue. Investors are keeping a wary eye on trade tensions between the US and China as well, especially following news that Beijing had instructed state-run companies to suspend orders of US farm goods, possibly endangering the Phase 1 trade deal already signed by the two countries. Beijing and Washington have been at odds lately due to the pandemic and China's move to impose a new security law in Hong Kong. Moving on to commodities here, we have crude that is up over 2%. The US oil fund here is up about 2%. Natural gas is up about 0.6%. The U.S. natural gas is down about 0.2%. Gold is up 0.1%. The Spider Gold Trust is up 0.1%. Silver is down 0.1%. The iShares Silver Trust is down 0.3%. So yeah, that's the market news today, guys. Interesting. We'll see what happens. I gotta go to the restroom. Let me see where Mitch is at. Alright, there we go. Mitch is, I'm gonna get Mitch in here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, guys, because I gotta go to the bathroom. You know, when it hits you, it hits you. You know, it's my coffee, man. I blame my coffee. Let me get Mitch in here. There we go. All right, I'm waiting to get Mitch in here, but he's not joining. All right, well, Mitch is just gonna have to wait, guys. I'll be back. There we go. Hey, bro. I'm like, Mitch, I gotta go to the bathroom, dude. Hey, I made your charts a little bit bigger, brother. Hold on, let me turn the music down for him. All right, there we go. That should be noticeably better. All right, Mitch, say something. You should be good. I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, guys. How we doing today? Good morning, traders. How we doing? He was doing the peeker. Hey guys, how we doing? Good morning. How we doing? Always good to see the undead avocado in the house. I hope you're still undead, man. What's going on, traders? How we doing out there? Just want to catch up with the chat here. Let's go ahead and see who we got in the house. All right. How we doing? Zany, Allah, Chris, Kyle. What's going on? Diego, Jason, Casey. It's always good to see some new regulars. I know Kyle's a new regular. Been in here every single day, really working his account. That's what we like to see, guys. At the end of the day, just stick to that process. We got Ben, Casey, Danny, Shane. Not the Slayer or Slander. I gotta hear about that name. But we got Jordan, Chris in the house. What's going on, man? S Money. What's up, Rosa? I'm gonna just call you Santos. I like that name. I used to have a friend named Santos. The Chicken Man. Bok. What's going on, guys? How we doing? If you guys have any ticker you guys want me to go ahead and take a look at, maybe a catalyst or a chart, definitely go ahead and put it up in the chat. I'll go ahead and look it up. Chris, you're definitely the Chicken Man. I give it to you. Good morning, Michael. How we doing? Scott Thompson in the house. What's up? Man, all the way from Bali. I'm kind of jealous, man. I want to see the beach. I want to see the sun. I'm over here in Denver, enjoying the mountains. But let's go ahead and check out BA. I like that one. So we got a call out on a chat here on Boeing. You know, one of the things is I can always go through the stocks that I like, but I like to go through the stocks that you guys want, because at the end of the day, guys, we're here for you guys. So hit the like, hit the sub. Appreciate the love, Santos. And let's go ahead and take a look. So you guys see my look on BA. A lot of the times I like kind of my TC charting because it keeps all my lines and it actually tells me when I drew these lines. A big part of when Boeing was going to break out was in this time right here. We started getting kind of reports of kind of Boeing getting strength here, and people thought it was going to break out at 155. It actually ended up retracing all the way down to this 120, 121 area, and then from there has really pushed up. Now with the real bullish sentiment that a lot of people have gotten into BA for long-term investments, I think you could make a run up. I mean, let's take a look at it risk and reward, guys. I always like to look at it that way. You know, this could be the reward potentially. I think eventually you can get near that 250 area. And really, we're looking back at the support and we're noticing that it's almost kind of like a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 look. This is what I like to do a lot of the times with TC is draw these little boxes because it really gives you a visual representation of risk. At the end of the day, guys, that's how you can always become a better trader, is using a probability mindset with risk and reward as being kind of why you take trades. I think that's a great reason on why you're getting into trades. You know, a lot of people will find their setups in many different charts, but the real key is going to be that risk and reward. Does it have the right kind of profile that you're looking for? And that's how you can really master your kind of risk and reward look. All right, guys, let's take a look at another stock in this chat here. We got Twitter, Facebook. All right, really quickly, I'll touch Facebook and then I'll get into Twitter, because Twitter's more of a stock that we could play on an every day. But Facebook is a story of technology really ripping. At the end of the day, guys, these bigger tech stocks have really led us. You could look at Facebook, Apple, you could look at kind of Amazon, and you see that these tech stocks have really led us up. I think a big part of this reason is the transition to digital, guys. The transition to digital is something I talked about in my work and Salesforce video that we did for the investment channel. And you can see that today. It's really paying dividend, guys. Work up there to the 40s now. When we did this video, we were down looking at this risk and reward profile, and now we're up there towards the 40s. The real key that I've been seeing, guys, is that transition to digital. Stocks that have...
Hey, sorry, brother. My WWR trade is absolutely tanking right now, guys. My pre-market trade on WWR. What do you guys think I should do here? Like I said, I'm down now. I think I'm still about break even because of where I took profits at first in this one. Let me find the window for the trade. But yeah, sorry, bitch. I'm trading in pre-market a little bit this morning. And we're getting a big drop. Let me see. Sorry, I'm still learning to use Webull. I gotta figure out how to bring my window back up. But yeah, we are getting a big tank here for WWR right now. Let me find out how to pull this up. Trade.
I could pull up the chart if you'd like.
Well, I see it. I see the chart. I'm trying to pull out my trading window. I forgot how I did it. I don't remember. I think every time I switch away, it switches back to the old one that I didn't want. Like, I just want my... Let me put all this... Like, it's weird. Like, I'm not used to... I don't know if this is the web-based platform or what, but...
I pulled up the chart at least, drawing it out. We're looking like we're getting a classic kind of bull flag pennant look for pre-market, trying to bottom here at 4. That's what I could see at least from a pre-market look. We got a 5-minute run. I can see a couple attempts to break out. That first attempt to 560s, kind of getting this motion where, let me use, hold on. This is why I like zooms and anecdotes. So what I could see in this one is kind of a move coming up here. We really bounced, created a resistance. Some buyers stepped back in, pushed it up to 5. It started hitting a resistance because of the trend line again. Came back, trying to create a longer term support here, and could make a third run up. And that third run up, we need to pay attention to see if we get the volume there, really to break it out through 5 and get it through the 6.
Yeah, man.
This is kind of the pattern that we always look at.
Yeah, I was just going to say, sorry, brother. I was just going to say, I don't know if you noticed, like, I got in at about 485 as my entry, and I took profits around, like, the top just now. So I took it around, like, 510. I think I got filled at, like, 507. And so I took more than half of it off, and so I'm still holding 50 shares, but I think I'm still net loss at this point. But I've scaled out of more than half already, and so I can give it a little bit more room, and that's why I scaled out, right? So now that I've taken profits, even though we're getting a big drop, I think I can give it some more room at this point, even though we are getting some pretty massive drops here, honestly. We're down to 415 now. $4, I think, is what I'm going to have to keep as my risk, because it's kind of void of support and resistance under $4, I think. We're down to 420 now.
All right, guys. Just going to jump into a different stock here. We have someone asking about some cannabis stocks. So if I really quickly can go over some cannabis. So I actually was a part of a big time kind of cannabis convention yesterday. And what I tell you about cannabis, guys, is kind of what I've been looking at it on a more of a longer term. I will be looking for bounce backs today because we've getting such a hard down move in CGC. So I'll be looking for some buyers to step in today near that 16. I think that whole dollar point where we broke out from, which was 16, really on this day, Friday, May 15th. That's really when we started breaking out through the 16, and we got all the way up there to 22. I think this is really to me, more of a buyback opportunity here, as we're getting an opportunity to get a stock that has gone up to 22 and pulled back to 16. The risk and reward look today would be looking like something in the 16s going down to maybe 1550s. And then I could see maybe a push back up towards 17 or 18 today. So definitely kind of more of a 2-to-1 look on the daily charts. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on these. One thing that I really can kind of say about cannabis is that I really have been feeling like something's been going on here, like something bigger than what is being given. And what I think, at least from going to the convention, and some people are talking about this, is that COVID could have really started what's called the third wave of the cannabis industry. And the third wave could be coming. This would be coming with big kind of reinvestments into the kind of the industry. And that's what I'm really looking for, guys. One thing that really helped it, that I'll be talking about in a video that I'll be making, is all about cannabis being essential. So just to give you guys a little bit of info, a little bit of looking out. ACB, also one of the major stocks. APHA. ACB really has a really good downward trend line and a huge support underneath it today, also at 14. APHA looks like it's trying to rip. That's what I'll tell you about these other cannabis stocks. The smaller ones look like they're trying to start catching up. KSHB was one that I brought up last week before this major run up. I talked about this stock on Friday, and since then it's gone from about 80 cents all the way up there to 125s. More of a penny stock look, but at the end of the day, these are the kind of the ones that I think are some of the better cannabis stocks. It's not necessarily the top plays that I learned from the most in this convention, is that I really learned that you really need to look into those balance sheets and really do your research when you're investing in cannabis. All right, team. One of the biggest stocks right now, I'll take a look at that one. I don't know too much about that one. So I'll let you know a little bit more about that one as I get information. One stock that we talked about yesterday made a big move, could make another one today. Penny stock, AESE. Really interesting stock yesterday. We brought this one up pre-market, and man, this one ripped right out the gates. This one went all the way up to a high of almost $6. Let me see what the high is there. We got a high of $5.94 there. So big stock. They made a big move yesterday. We'll keep an eye on it in a really hot sector in esports. All right, John, you can go ahead and take right back over. Maybe go over some of the major market news, and I'll let you guys ask John any question you want.
All right, guys. So as you see, I am losing a little bit of money here on my WWR trade. Honestly, this is just my first. What I did though, what I'm actually very happy to find myself in with this trade is that if I'm down anything, I might be down like $15 maybe in this trade. Just to put it into perspective, I got in at 85. I took profit at around 510, 520, or no, at around 507, and so I took profits. And I took more than half of the position off. And so I think I'm down $34 now on the rest. And so, you know, I might have made $20. And so I might be down like $12, $15 now on the rest. And so I got myself in a good position enough with this one at least. And I'm going to give it the chance to run at the open with WWR. Like I said, really, if I can avoid a huge loss with my first trade, I'm just trying to learn Weeble's platform. I've never really used them in any significant way, to be honest. I've used them prior. I've made a few videos on them prior, but I've never like actively used Webull, and so I am, you know, starting to learn. And if you guys have any tips on, you know, how to use Webull, you know, let us know in the chat. You can also, like I said, you can check out this link in the chat as well. If you wanna sign up through Webull, it's a zero commission platform. You get a free stock for signing up, and you can check out the link right there. If you want to, you know, help support our channel, get yourself a free stock. You know, also. We're going to be looking at a few other things that are moving in the market. My United Airlines trade is still doing super well, and this is probably, you know, I prior till before, I haven't really day traded, or I haven't really invested or swing traded much, and this United Airlines trade has just been killing it. Like, I've been taking profits at the top, adding at the bottom, and it just continues to rip up. Just to put this into perspective, guys, I put out that the video talking about my investment and talking about my logic when it was down here at 25. So this is where I put in that buy, and you know, since then we have just got an incredible rip up for United Airlines. It has ripped up pretty big here, and you know, just a really good call. I'm up probably 20% in this account, and like I said, I have about $1,000 in equity in my Thinkorswim account as well, and I might trade on them as well some too. I'm gonna try to experiment today and just trade on a few different platforms, have some fun. But yeah, I'll probably trade a little bit on Thinkorswim too. I do have some equity there that I might kind of, you know, decide to buy or sell some stuff. And so stick around today, guys. Today we're going to be trading a lot of different ways, not only on TEFs, but also on Webull. We're going to be trading on Thinkorswim. We might trade on Robinhood a little bit, and so we're going to kind of, this was certainly more of a swing trade than investing, Michael. But the reason I was planning on investing in it, but when you're up 30% in 2 days, you know, what are you going to do? You know, in my opinion, it would be crazy for me not to take profits if I'm up 30-35% in a day or two. Was spot on with that video though. Was really happy that it ended up working out. But yeah, with that said, we're going to be looking to see what we're going to do with that position today as well. And just to go down some major market news and look at some of the big movers in the market today, we have Western Union. Again, potentially acquiring MoneyGram, and Western Union is up because of it, gapping up pretty solid here. I might watch Western Union to see if I can find a trade there as well, and we'll give it some time to see if we get it. Yeah, Michael says, hey, I ain't mad at you. The dangers of trading pre-market, how'd it go for you today, John? I think I'm down, but not very much. So like I got lucky and I took profits once already in WWR, and I took more than half of the position, and so I'm still holding 50 shares of it. And my plan is just to exit if it gets below 4. Another good benefit of Webull is that they have a free paper trading platform too, I'm pretty sure. And so if you want a paper trading platform that's free, you can check out Webull, and you know, it'll also consequently help you learn their platform too. Hey man, I ain't mad at you. I've been doing the same. Yeah, cruise ships, airlines are more essential, I think. Cruise ships, it's a little sketch. Cruise ships are luxury, right? But I think they've been moving up as well. So if they have, congrats to you, brother. You know, like I said, I'm not super well versed in investing. This is really my first investment, but it was pretty spot on, I think. So yeah, we'll find some other stuff. Look, here's Western Union. We also have MoneyGram, which is MGI. MoneyGram is potentially getting acquired by Western Union, and so that's pretty big news. We also have Cloudera, which is gapping up some a little bit lower volume. Recently, we have AMRH just ripping up here in pre-market, just ripping up. And we'll see what we get with that as well. So we got a few different things, a few fun things to look at, specifically AMRH. You know, I don't mind. If we get like a pre-market high break, maybe I'll jump in with my 1,000 shares on Thinkorswim and have some fun on that. But yeah, we're going to try to make it work today, try to have some fun. Yeah, Webull does have a free paper trading platform. But yeah. MU's about break even. AMD, MU, both about break even right now. Nothing really too crazy at this point for them. And overall, just to look at this, we got the SPY itself here. The SPY itself is slightly up on the day. Slightly. It's been bouncing back a little bit the last few minutes, but we're slightly up on the day. Biggest thing with I think with my trade on WWR here is I just gotta exit if it breaks under 14. I think that's the big support level. I can even put a stop here, but the reason I'm not is because, like, listen, if I lose $50, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm really just learning the platform, and I don't mind giving it some room to potentially break out at the open. I know Mitch even said it kind of gives us a little flag pattern here, and so a potential breakout in the open doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. Hey guys, I'm gonna really quickly take the puppy out before the open. Like always, guys, talked about in the chat about Zoom. Definitely making a big move. What I say is, you know, remember this is a momentum play. Whenever you're playing those momentum plays, just as much as they can go straight up, they can come straight down. I think that's something to always keep in mind whenever you're playing something like a momentum play.
Yeah, for sure. Tesla. Tesla's interesting. Tesla has the previous closing price here. Tesla's got the previous closing price right here at $8.98. We'll see if it rips up here. This is the big level, though. $8.98.10 for Tesla, and that's what I would really watch to see if we get a breakout. Alright, but yeah, like I said, first trade in Webull in a long time, and we're gonna try to ride this bad boy up in pre-market, see if we get a breakout. Tesla, we're gonna see if we we rip up at the open. Alright, we got over 300 people in here. Smash that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single weekday morning right here on YouTube. Yeah, broke 900. That's a probably. I know I've been saying the previous closing price, but actually I think 900 is probably the largest level here. And so I think just to see if it rips up and breaks 900 is the most interesting thing. That's just going to be a huge psychological level. We got about 2.5 minutes, team. Yeah, I still have mine. I think I'm going to start taking some big swings on my Tefs account, though, just because I want to bring it up to 25K. I mean, that's the ideal level I'd like to bring it up with, and so I might take some big swings. I've got a lot of room. Just to put it into perspective, I have about $23,000. I can lose up to $23,000 and my Tefs account will still be fine in that one. And so I'm going to start taking some big swings and try to, wait, are we breaking under? Okay, I got to watch WWR because I'm holding, remember, I'm holding 50 shares still of WWR, penny stock and pre-market. So that's what I'm really going to watch at the bell here, and then I'm going to transition over to Tefs. All right, guys. We got less than 2 minutes. I think it's also better that I don't leave my Tefs account up at the bell anyway, because I've been trading too much at the bell and just losing a bunch, and I think I just got to be a little bit more patient. How about the building? I mean, the reality is, like, listen, like, I can't really touch on it. Rest in peace to what was his name? George Floyd. Rest in peace to him, man. You know, like I said, I can't touch on it. It's one of those things where it's like, if I don't criticize the police force, then I can't criticize the mobs. You know what I mean? And I think that the police force over the years have become more and more tyrannical. And I believe if you believe in the Constitution, you should be anti what the police have done. And for some reason, people just get unnecessarily, you know, loyal to bad officers, right? And I think that has to change before anything else. And I think that if we actually want these incidents to stop, we have to start not only just charging the people that actually do it, but the people that, you know, even if it wasn't murder, if they just hurt a guy, I think we should start charging the officers and that will definitely push it back some. All right, guys, here's the bell. All right, let's do this. Like I said, guys, I'm getting ready here. I'm gonna use a market order to get out of this thing probably. I'm holding 50 shares. There we go. And then yeah, that should be fun for WWR. So yeah, I'm holding WWR here. Alright, so the SPY's dropping some. I'm watching WWR here. Like I said, we break under $4. I think I just got to get out of this thing, man. There's the $4 break. Very close to exiting. I'll get it one more second. See if we pop up here. 93s, 94s, 95s. I'll give it one more second to test $4, and I don't want to get faked out at the $4 break, so that's the only thing I'm waiting for. We get down to 88. And maybe I'm pushing back my time frame a little bit, but we get down to 380s. I just got to bail out of this thing, I think. Alright, there we go. I gotta get out. And I'm out. They should have got me filled immediately. There's a market order. Did it get me out? Filled. Working. Okay. Let's, did it get... No, it didn't. Okay, there we go. Alright, not bad. It got me filled at 85. Yeah, they're not going to allow American buyers anymore. It's cool. Alright, so yeah, I got out of that one. I definitely lost a little bit, but we're going to see what else we can find here. Like I said, I have a little bit of money in Thinkorswim, and we're going to try to let that work today as well. The SPY's starting to break back up here, and that looks good. We get some moves there. I might trade a little bit on, like, I don't know. We're going to have to find something that I can actually trade. Look at United Airlines ripping up here. Should I take profits up here? That's the question. Should I take profits up here? United Airlines just ripping up big to where I've made a bunch of money on this United Airlines trade. We'll see what else we have, though. Let me know if you guys see some cheap stocks. Like, I got about $1,000 in equity in this account. Let me know if you see some cheap stocks that I could buy and potentially, you know, work with. We get some high of the day breaks on some of these penny stocks. What are the big movers in penny stock land? Oh, let me get this up, team. My bad. Let me put this up. Let me put the high of the day Momo up, because I think that's what I'm going to be trading on some today. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit and have some fun with Webull and stuff like that. And so with that, we're going to be using high of the day momentum. We're going to be using different platforms today. We're going to be trading on Webull some. Another thing is that I'm holding options in Robinhood too. Can you guys see that? That should be good, right? No? Okay. There we go. That should be fine. Alright. Alright, if we got VRML. Ooh, look at VRML, guys, in penny stock land. VRML making a huge rip.
All right, guys, I'm back.
All right, I don't know if I'm going to trade anything. Like I said, I'm trying to take the few minutes off. So I'll put you up for a little bit, Mitch.
All right, let's go ahead and find stock here.
SPY's trying to break highs. Looks like getting out of WMR was a good thing. If I do trade, guys, on my Thinkorswim account, I'll certainly pull that up. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to pull my Webull trade down. I'm going to just put Mitch's up for now. And we'll see what else we can get. Maybe give it a little bit bigger of a screen here too. There we go. Or here, let me switch this over. Sorry about it, guys. Bear with me for a second.
All right, guys. I'm short on short on Citigroup.
right out the gates here.
There we go.
Short on Citigroup. It's looking great. All right, guys, gonna be taking profits into this move here. $75 off there, 73. Ah, was slow. Trying to let it break the 70s right here. It's not breaking 70s. Be careful. Gonna get a bounce here.
All right, Tesla's trying to break highs here. It's starting to rip up. '90s. We're up to 98s here for Tesla.
All right, gonna look for a quick flush down. Anything above 51s, you gotta really be careful.
Here's 98s.
All right, that looks good there. Let's see if we can get a nice flip down now.
Huge rip up here. I'm gonna take a little bit on Tesla.
But
On this
looking great here.
breakout, we're up to 900. I just got out for a $35 win on Tesla. A small gain though. We're gonna see what else we have. Hold on.
There you go, guys. Boom. Just took half of it off, guys. A little bit more than half of it off. 3/4 of it off there at 65s.
Ooh, big rip on Tesla, guys. Huge, monstrous rip here.
Nice rip down here in financial services, guys. Nailing the financial services right now.
So yeah, I'm up 35 bucks on this one. Tesla broke over that 8. Remember, guys, 898 is the previous closing price there. 898.
Trying to let this go down through the 50s here. If it can go down. If it starts popping back up, I'm just gonna get out.
Vladimir, that's for futures, brother. So the small exchange is from futures, bro. Yeah, bro. Look at VRML, just a huge pullback after that
Little
big
bounce there. I got out. Took the $31 right out the gates. Let's keep trading.
rip. Yeah, good win, bro. I might take a little off of UAL here. I'm only holding 28 shares. It's just about how high I think United Airlines is going to go. We went as high as
Alright, guys.
31.
Just want to let you guys know the only thing from the open that's green is energy right now.
Tesla ripping up, guys. Tesla broke highs. It just broke over that $900 level. So Tesla is over $900 today, guys. I made 35 bucks when I could have made a lot more, but big rip.
I think this is going to bounce again, and I'll get another attempt to get in it. But we did get a nice wash out there and see Citigroup washing out there. Original entry was from $50.99.
Sorry, I'm trying to deal with the new scanner layout, guys. So bear with me, please, if you can. Let me see. All right, there we go. That should be fine. There we go. Tesla, man, I should have held. I got out. I made like 35 bucks on it, but I should have held.
Just looking around, guys, trying to find what's moving today. Healthcare down.
I'm gonna
Tech in the red.
I'm gonna let United Airlines work here, but man, there's Tesla rip up here up to over 905 team. Big move here, strong move. Hey, hang in there, Felix. It happens, brother. Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Bubba?
penny stock moving today, guys. MTBC. Can't trade it, but just calling that one out.
I'm holding some options. Let's see how they're faring.
Was
So-
thinking about doing an option today on the VXX. It's looking good right now. I'll take a shot here.
Hey, I appreciate the sub, Lamb. Welcome, bro. Appreciate it. Let me know, do you guys like it like this, where the charts are a little bit bigger than the scanners, or do you guys like it where the scanners were back at the same size they were, where you can see a little bit more data in the scanners? Let me know, team. Scanners bigger. Sun. Charts. Alright. We got 1 and 2. Or 1 and 1. Tesla pulling back to that previous closing level, guys.
Watching the SPY and the VIX right now. It's looking strong.
Charts. Okay, cool.
Gonna look for another dip towards this 3310. Create a bigger time bullish pattern on the 5-minute chart.
I'm going to try to jump in Tesla with like 40 shares. If we do get a rip here. Over the highs of the day. We're going to try to get it. We'll see. We're pulling back a little bit. And as you can see, it's an interesting dynamic here with Tesla because we have effectively pulled back to the previous closing price. Now, we'll see if we end up pushing back up here. Anything that starts to push over like over 904s, I'm gonna start getting more interested in it. But it's a big range here for sure, and so I got to be careful. Even with 40 shares, it's a big position relative to the range of Tesla here. So.
All right, gonna look for some bag buyers to step in here in the VIX. One that I can tell you guys, cannabis, TLRY, bigger time fade there, available.
Alright, so watching Tesla very close here. Like I said, we get a push over like 904s. I might jump in a little bit with like 30 shares, might be a little bit better. I think I gotta slow myself down a little bit. I think the last few days I've been over trading, and it happens. You guys bearish on the spot? I don't know. What's up, Killer? I don't know, bro. We'll see. It just depends. I'm not ever really bearish or bullish. All right, there's a rip. I'm jumping in with 30 shares here on Tesla. I'm not ever really bearish or bullish. I just react to rip up on Tesla. Am I frozen? No, okay, I'm good. So yeah, we got a nice rip up. Let's see if we can break the high of the day up there on Tesla. Holding, like I said, 30 shares, small. I'll take half off if I want. There's the rip. All right, I'm gonna take half off here. Gotta hold the last 15 shares, see if we get a high of the day break and a hold. Already made a solid gain from this. We're gonna continue to let this work. See if we get over 908 is the goal. 908. See if we can hold there. There we go. 908. I'm gonna get out there. So up 107 on the day. Being a little bit more patient today, and I'll take that. Hey, I appreciate the sub, AV. Thank you. Welcome. Alright, so there's the rip on Tesla. Caught it. Up 107.75 right now. So I'll take it. Not too bad. There's the pullback, so I caught the breakout there. Like I said, 904 was the level. And you can see exactly where that thing started to rip up was 904, so I caught that thing on the nose. We'll see what else we have today, but not too bad. And like I said, I'm going to bring up Webull and maybe trade some on Webull too. Maybe getting some options trades. Just let me know what type of options trades you guys would be interested in. You know, Casey, where you at, bro? You still here? Let's look at my account panel. This is my Webull. I'm down 33 bucks today, so not too bad. I mean, I'll take it. I don't know if that's a bad thing. My day trading buying power is 666. Is that bad? Should I be worried? But yeah, this is my account right now. But I have buying power to still trade. Let's see what else we got.
Long the VIX. Long the VIX.
Hey, appreciate the sub, Sid. Welcome in. I know a Gilcrest here in Texas. I know a Gilcrest.
Alright guys, I'm long the VIX here. Also looking for a potential short in City. But I saw that momentum building in the VIX, so I took that one for the long side trade. Let's see if I could just rip out through the 30s here. I'm going to look for a crash of the SPY through the lows. That would give me confirmation that I got in at good timing for the VIX.
Yeah, at this point, UAL's pulling back some. I'm wondering if I should just take profits and exit it and just keep the home run trade on it.
Big fade possibility on Roku. Just wanted to pull that one out.
Yeah, I got out of the rest of my United Airlines trade and just banked my money from it. So overall, that's it. I'm out. Not too bad, guys. Not a, nice little home run trade there. My first ever kind of day trade. Or my first ever like swing trade / longer term investing experience, and it went pretty well. Definitely happy with that. It was, I'll have to make a video on my results from it, but I must have made 30-40% just on adding back at the bottom, covering at the top, and so not too bad. Yeah, I made 483 bucks on a $1,500 investment, so not too shabby there, guys. I'll take that.
Alright guys, I'm going to give the VIX a chance to break out here and give the SPY a chance to break down through the low. If that happens, I'll get a nice big win here on the VIX.
My buying power number on Webull is relevant. Yeah. Gavin, bro, our Hertz trade is failing, brother. It's failing, bro. Our Hertz trade, man. Tesla breaking down under 900, guys. Looking weak. Market breaking lows. Market's about to break under the previous closing price. I might scalp AMD or MU like I've been doing, if we can. Hey, appreciate the sub.
Guys, now up there to the 37s. Up there to the 37s. Gonna take some off here as we get through the 40.
Appreciate the sub, Carlos.
It's holding up a little bit there. Since it's holding up at the low of the day for the SPY, I'm gonna take half of it off there. Make sure I pay myself a little bit and let the rest of it ride.
You think your swim sounds are freaking me out? I know Texas, my bad, bro. I love Thinkorswim. It's the first one I really ever learned on. To be honest, I learned on DOS platform. And as much as, SureTrader had its problems, but the DOS platform was great. I love it. We're getting a bounce at the lows here for Tesla. SPY bouncing at the previous close too.
I made a new game.
What's up, man?
I made a new game.
You made a new game?
Yeah.
What?
It's called Tough Boy Run.
It's called Tough Boy Run.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's only for the Tough Boy crew.
It's only for the Tough Boy crew?
Yeah.
All
It's only for some. It's only for the Tough Boy crews who live.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, buddy. That's a good boy. All right, here, but let Daddy finish working, okay?
So these are musical chairs. Then you point to a chair. Then whoever's not sitting in the chair that it's pointing at wins.
Okay.
And it's a 2-player game.
Okay, that sounds great, bud. I'll play with you later, okay? You gotta let me finish working, buddy. Thank you. Sorry. All right, hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to shut him down real quick. Hold on.
We have 3 in the tough
We do. Hold on, bud.
All right, guys, got out of the VIX there. Got out of the VIX. Took a $13 win. Give myself a chance for it to come back, and it looks like it's VWAP bouncing there. But I don't want to give it a chance to just cut through the low right now. So I'll try to take it again when it comes back ripping through the VWAP and ripping through the highs. See City now start getting some strength, so that shows even more concern for me. I was thinking financials were going to lead us down today, so don't want to necessarily start pushing into a sector or into the market too quickly.
Alright guys, so yeah, so market bouncing at that previous closing price, just to show you guys, like, here's the SPY right now, and like this is where we're bouncing. Tesla just broke lows of the day, guys, just to give you a heads up. Like, look at the light blue line right here. This is the previous closing price. You can look exactly where the double bottom is in the market, and it's at 305.50, exactly at the previous closing price right there. So an interesting dynamic. I appreciate all the subs today. Raise, I know we had another one. Appreciate the subs, guys. Tesla bouncing back though. Yes, the Tough Boy crew is what it is. It's my son's made-up club that he made up. It's called the Tough Boy crew. You know, don't judge me. You know, it's exclusive. But yeah. MoneyGram bouncing back, or no, MGM bouncing back. SPY bouncing back. Like I said, I'm gonna look at AMD and MU and see if we can scalp some off the top here. MU breaking highs, or no, not breaking highs yet, breaking up though. Looks strong. We're gonna wait and see though. Currently I'm up 107 on the day. Just to show you guys, this is my P&L so far.
Beautiful fade on Roku today.
Yeah, I think this is the interesting level at 306.30 right now on the SPY. We'll see if we hold or if we rip up. I'm looking at MU, guys. MU starting to push up. We break highs of the day on MU. I might take a few hundred shares. With everything that's happening with TEFs and trading, though, I think I was thinking I should scale up. I should probably actually scale down. And the reason I think I might scale down is because I kind of need to protect this account. I've already built it up thousands, but you know. All right, I'm here. Turn that one on. All right, hold on. Alright. Should I let Carol's gonna come and hang out for a second, guys? Should I let her trade on Webull? Should I?
All right, guys, starting to see the SPY hold VWAP there. I'm thinking it might crack back down underneath the 306, so I might go long again the VIX.
Alright, so MU's dropping down, AMD's dropping down, and the market's still pushing up though. You said you're about to trade something, Mitch? Yeah, sure. Wait. What's everybody talking to? Is this real live or paper trading? So what you see Mitch and I trading with here is TEF's TradeNet funded account program. If you are not located in the US, you can sign up for them still. And I'll post that link if you want to check it out. If you are located in the US, we are, unfortunately, they are no longer allowing US signups. But there's still some other options. Like we're also trading on Webull. We're trading on,
Long here, long on the VIX. Gonna give this a shot to come back up.
Let me change this to no US signups. But yeah, basically, you can check them out here if you want to check out TradeNet. Like I said, if you're not in the US, you can check out TradeNet and TEFs there for non-US citizens. If you are in the US, like we're using Webull to trade on some too. And I have that link here if you want to check that out too.
Alright, let's see how this trade goes.
Should I let my wife trade on Webull, guys? Let me know what you think. Yeah, it sucks, Kenny, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm lucky in that I've built my account up a ton now. And so I have a lot of room to where I'll probably be able to keep this account for a while.
Just got stopped out. Stopped out of the VIX.
Alright, we got Carol here. Here, you want to wear the headphones? Here, Carol's here, so I'm going to put
put him down like that so I could hear.
Let me turn this up. So should I let Carol trade on Webull, guys? Oh, Jamie, that hurts, man. That hurts, bro. Mo, I think it's probably just regulation. Mo, I think they're just getting hit with regulation, and it happens, man. Like I said, it was fun. It sucks though, because it's like the PDT rule is so ridiculous. It basically forces new traders to lose way more than they need to. Like a new trader's just gonna lose 25 G's if you make them save that up, and so it just ends up. The PDT rule just hurts new traders. And like I said, if you're not in the US, you can still use them, and you can check out the link I posted above. But it's unfortunate, If she has my LSU hat on, yeah, I don't know where it's at. Yeah. She's a boss, of course she could. Alright, here, you wanna trade on Webull, is the new platform we're using. You wanna trade some penny stocks? Let us know what penny stocks are running. I think GUNS is running. Ooh, look at this one. Let's wait. Alright, baby, so look, we got GUNS here. I'm not gonna let you trade my TEFs account. Just because
You gotta keep it.
I gotta keep this thing now, Sorry, baby. Alright, but look, yeah. So look, here's Webull. I am gonna get you a demo account though to trade with. So I did talk to them, and they said they could get you a demo account to trade with. So that'll be here in a few days. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Fate. Welcome, man. All right, so let's get Carol on in here. All right, so here's it. Look at GNUS here. I got $666 in buying power. That's not a bad omen. I don't know what is. But
Yeah. Alright.
But here, this GNUS is kind of ripping. What else we got? What was the other one? Oh man, get that out of here.
Sorry. My alarm.
Alright, so why don't we look for swing trades for Webull that we can hold until tomorrow? That's probably the most realistic one. So let's look for overextended moves. Let's look at the gap downs here. I think that's what we should look for. Like, I'm going to bring up a trade ideas window. And like I said, guys, to show you the Trade Ideas is actually a pretty legit scanning software. Like, I know I only show you guys like a little bit of the scanners, but just to put it into perspective with Trade Ideas, like, look at this, right? Like, watch this for a second. This is the channel bar, okay? Just to show you guys here, this is the channel bar, right? With that, there's different options, like, right? Like, if I want to see small stocks, we can go here. We can look at all the small stocks. If I want to see pre-market action, I can click pre-market and go to pre-market and see what's moving there. If I want to see earnings releases, right? If I want to see earnings releases, I can click earnings and it shows me all the new earnings releases, the earnings watchers, earnings that are up, earnings that are down, you know, and all these different news releases. If I want to see, for instance, Alpha Predator, we can look at this and see a bunch of different Alpha Predator stocks. We can look at ETFs, sector ETFs, something Mitch really likes to mess with. You can see all these different sectors that we can bring up and kind of check out and look at. If we want to see account builders, you know, so big upside potential gains, we can look at this and see like some of these cheap stocks that can build your account up. And I think that's probably what we should look at here. But again, we have banks, fundamentals, penny stock movers, tech titans, ETFs, metals, energy, options. We've got a lot of different pre-selected windows here for Trade Ideas. And I think when you think about how powerful that can be, I think it's definitely worth it in my opinion, especially with me that, you know, I'm about to trade some more penny stocks. And so if you want to check out Trade Ideas, good way to help support our channel. I'll post this link here, but I think for right now we should focus on account building stocks.
Thank you, buddy.
Want to join the Tough Boy crew?
Yeah, she can join the Tough Boy crew.
No, I was talking to
Oh.
And you can join the Tough Boy crew too.
Okay, well, thank you, buddy.
I think we should look at account builders here. Account builders.
Here, go hang out.
Alright, and so let's find account builders and let's mess with that right now.
Looking at WFC here, guys.
Oh, you in something, Mitch?
No, not yet,
Okay.
but just wanted to call it out before I got in it. So people know that I'm not trying to just jump in a good position here.
Yeah.
If only if it was that easy.
Yeah.
I saw Wells Fargo flip there. I wanted to get a bounce quickly to 27.85, and I was going to short it big, guys. I saw C flip, and it just flipped way too fast for me. I couldn't catch it, so I went for the other ones in the financial sector. I immediately looked at Goldman Sachs, immediately pulled up Bank of America. Then I pulled up the one that I think is the weakest, which is Wells Fargo. And surely, you know it, a little crack there. I'm looking for a little bounce back to get in, but we'll see if I can get that attempt.
Alright, we got Riot. Riot, I believe, is blockchain.
Keep an eye on CGC today, guys. Just keeps building at the bottom. I think there's some bag buyers in that one.
Alright, look, we're going to find you a trade today for sure. But yeah, if you want to check out Trade Ideas, guys, like I said, I'll post that link one more time and you can check it out. Like I said, I think when you really think about all the stuff they offer here, they can be an incredible, valuable resource. Yeah, get this back to normal though. Sorry. Oh wait, we already got it, I think. Yeah, okay, cool.
All right, guys, the SPY starting to top out here in the 306.50s. Let's see if it makes a move here to 307 or it starts heading back to 306.
Yeah, here, you gotta go play. Okay? You-
It breaks my heart, man. We're like, hey, Jack, you know, why don't you go hang out with your sister for an hour? And he's like, but I just want to help. Breaks my heart, man. He's a sweet kid. Alright. Alright, guys. SPY is pushing up. I might look at MU here. Are you in something, Mitch?
Not yet.
Okay. I might look at MU. Also, guys, like I said, you want to check out Trade Ideas. Let me throw this link up here for you. Legit scanners for sure, and like I said, if you're a good enough trader, I think they can certainly pay for themselves. And so if you want to check them out, here's the link in the chat. Without trade ideas, I don't know what to do. Yeah, for sure, man. So yeah, here's the link if you want to check them out. I think this link should work. Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, guys. Taking a little bit, trying to get a reversal here. I'm trying the smallest amount first. Trying to only risk about 20 bucks on this trade first. And I'll look to increase if it starts moving in my direction.
Alright, let me make this window smaller. There we go. That should be better. Alright. Alright, I got you up, bro.
Yep. Key was I saw the SPY reject there from the 306.50s. If we just see a rip out, we might just even cut it really quickly. The key is for it to reject here almost immediately.
Yeah, I'm looking at MU to break over 46.50. That's my next trade, and it depends on what the SPY does here too.
Yeah, I think a big thing is going to be what the SPY does here. Willing to pay a little bit to find out.
Yeah, and while we're hanging out here, guys, ask Carol questions. Give her something to do, you know. I like MU, Ryan. You know why I trade it every day? Because it works. You know? Like, I don't know why people get weird. It's like, hey, you trade MU too much. It's like, dude, if MU is an ATM, I'm going to keep using it. You know?
How's the overall market doing?
This is the market right here, right? So what we're looking for is we're looking for the SPY to break this level here. The SPY breaks this level, which is like the high of market hours. That's when we're going to decide to jump into some stuff here. So like you see this high right here at 306.60. We break that. I'm going to jump into this one long because it's trending with the market today, you can see. So I'm going to get in with like 500 shares and try to ride the momentum up if it happens. I'm already up over 100 bucks on the day, but we're going to give it that chance and see if we can break above this high.
Okay.
We're getting pretty close too.
I don't like that volume that's coming in here. Let's see what happens.
Is Carol a vegetarian?
No.
No. Definitely not.
Yeah, I'm up a little bit over 100 bucks, Sid. SPY's testing highs at 306.60. About to break. With that, I'm probably going to jump in MU with 500 shares. As long as the SPY breaks here over 306.60.
Hey, Tiny. How's it going?
Tesla's starting to come back here, too. Why is Thinkorswim doing this? I gotta change charts. You see it doing that? It's like reloading every 5 seconds, man. Alright, MU's calm. SPY. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Whoever subbed. Hold on. Existent.
Can I put this in my
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Alright,
Guys,
we're waiting,
just
guys.
took
The
a little
market's,
bit more.
we're waiting. The market's trying to test these highs.
Am I part Mexican? No. I'm mostly French, which is kind of weird. I'm French and a little Italian and Iberian, I think.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit Southern European, but I'm mostly French. I've got a lot of family from
She did.
Louisiana.
Yeah, she did one of those DNA tests. Appreciate the subs, Lil Flip, DK. Appreciate the subs, guys. Welcome.
How's my garden doing? It's doing
They're
good.
alive, man. They're
It's-
actually alive.
Come on.
You know.
No, they're doing good. One of my big cherry tomato plants is just now starting to really produce, tomatoes. So got a lot there. It's been kind of loading up lately, and now it's finally, yeah. So
Gonna have to grow some Denver flowers over here.
yeah. What grows well over there? I guess it's a little cooler, huh?
Well, it's very dry, so anything
Oh,
that can
yeah.
handle the humidity.
Ooh.
Yeah, I spent some time in Utah, and it's surprising how dry it is. For some reason, I guess that makes sense because it's kind of like they got the desert over there. But
sorry guys, just to show you guys, I'm selling my Weeble, or yeah, my option. I'm selling my Walgreens option. I've made $40, which is over 30% in this option, and I'm out. And so I'm just giving everybody a heads up. If you guys remember me buying Walgreens options a few days ago, call options on Walgreens a few days ago, I did buy call options there. I made over 30%, and so I'm taking, I'm selling them now, really early. So that's, you know, really solid win for me there. My MGM call option is still about break even, but just giving everybody a heads up there.
All right, let's see if we get a flip here in the SPY down. Keep seeing it hold that resistance of the 306.60s. Let's see what happens here.
Bonjour from Quebec, Carol.
Yeah, bonjour. Yeah, and also my garden, I have a container garden. I'd love to do the hydroponic. They have some really cool, like big, it's like the tower hydroponics. I kind of want one of those, but each one's like
Got
a
that
couple.
hydro? No.
No.
I got you. I got all the supplies here for
Yeah.
cheap.
I'm doing that old school
You could do it.
3-6,
could
you
do
know.
that way.
Hey,
But,
nothing like flowers in the world.
For that old school ludicrous.
All right, guys, starting to see the SPY flip down there. I'm feeling really confident about this fixed position. I've been trying to time it throughout the day. You guys see me get in twice. And what did I do? I lost very, very small. I was able to make some money on the first one, cut half of it off at break even, then lost a little bit. Now, at least this is how you kind of take your attempts. You can't be trying to do all or nothing attempts every single time you get in a trade. About to take half of it off here. We can break through the 15.
Alright guys, sorry. I'm gonna get my daughter to hang out with my son a little bit today. I mean, we're in Texas right now, so it's pretty warm still right now.
yeah,
What's it like in Denver?
it's breaking 90s.
Really warm. Yeah, 88, low humidity.
See, there's something about that dry hot that just, ugh. I'd rather be humid any day. Maybe I'm just used to it, you know, from growing up in Louisiana. But
Hey, I come from the most humid probably state, Florida.
yeah, Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely humid there. But yeah, that dry heat, it just, as soon as you step outside, it just sucks the life out of you, you know. It just,
Yeah, I agree.
you know.
But I can tell you the breathing in drier humidity, I felt to be a little bit better, breathing wise.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you got them water in your lungs.
Yeah, we got that humidity, bro.
Honestly, I prefer the humidity, and maybe I'm just kind of used to it. Like I said, that dryness, it affects everything. It affects your skin. Like I remember it vividly whenever I was up there in Utah. You know, so
Yeah, hey Bruce, we're in the Houston area, brother. Like I said, I have to do, I think my real estate license is set to inactive right now. It should be back active in the next few days. And so with that said, if anybody, you know, if anybody's looking for a house or whatever, hit me up in a few days. And I can refer you to like a good agent in your area, even if you're not in Texas, you know. In a few days, my license should be back to active. And I'll be able to help you out if you're interested.
All right, guys, let's see if this one gets right back above 13.15s here. Would like to see the SPY crack below VWAP to confirm that.
Yeah, market's starting to come back down. I'm just waiting here. I'm up a little bit. Go ahead.
There's a little pop there. Gonna sell into this pop here, guys. Some of it. All right, guys. Let's just sell there to make sure that if we do get a bounce back to the top of the SPY, we're gonna take out at least $20 from this trade. Now let's stick with our original kind of sizing that we came in this. We added 200 shares. So now I'm just trying to play with the original shares, what I call playing with the house money, you know? Sometimes it's best to just play with the house money, especially if you don't have like a certain trend. And I don't think this is certain. It just looks like it's heading down. Or from in my case, the VIX heading up and the SPY heading down. So until I get confirmation, I don't want to really be too heavy. And I think that's one thing that I've been noticing in my trading that I've been trying to improve on and should continue to focus on the rest of this week. A lot of the times I talk about having goals for the week. Sometimes your goal doesn't necessarily have to be about making money. It could be about practicing on a skill that you want to improve on. One thing that I felt that I've been doing lately is sizing up way too big, too early in the day. And that can always be dangerous. So it's one thing that you guys can learn from my mistakes. And one thing that I always try to stress, at the end of the day, you guys can always learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, for sure. Referrals are great. I used to do real estate in Montreal. Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things. Like, I've done real estate for like years now. Like I said, I think my license is inactive right now. I had to take some continued education because I don't really work actively like as a real estate agent. What I do is I'm more like my license should be active in a few days. So like I said, if you're in the Houston area and you want like a trading buddy to do your real estate deal, let me know. I don't know what platform or brokerage I'm gonna go to yet. I'll have to upgrade, but yeah, like I said, let me know. And even if you're not in Texas, I can always refer you to a good agent in your area. I have tools that I can look up the solid agent. So.
Whoa, John. What do you know? People wanted to tell me Baba would never go up.
Huh?
People wanted to tell me Baba was never going to go up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Baba's strong long term for sure.
This chart looks. I like charts, guys. A lot of when I'm basing it is a story mixed with the technical levels. I look at fundamentals, but I think a lot of drivers are investing and day trading for that matter go based off of the story of the day or kind of the story of the stock. And I think it was kind of one of these stories where you got a big pullback opportunity, and I think people were buying into those pullbacks into 200, and now it's looking as strong as ever on the weekly chart. So definitely one to watch long term. That's that Baba trade. And congrats on Vladimir making looks like he made a decent gain on Baba. All right, let's go ahead and start looking at the SPY here. What are we going to get, guys?
Yeah, SPY's about to break highs. It looks like if it does, I might jump in AMD or MU long. It just depends on MU still underneath the VWAP, and so with that, I gotta wait. I think.
Yeah, I think this was a really good decision on my part to not be a little bit greedy on that first move, and that actually helped me get that $33 win there in VIX. Is that at the end of the day, it does look like it was going to crack. The SPY looked like it was going to crack, but I didn't want to be so sure about it, and that's why I took the majority of it off.
Yeah, I ended up getting out of my UAL trade, baby. So remember, I put in like 1,400. Not bad. Looking at AMD though, if the SPY breaks AMD here, I might go long. We'll see.
I think people like my whole Denver Flowers outlook. VIX starting to look weak there, guys. I know I've been talking about this one bullish, but it's actually looking weak there. Big rejection off the VWAP, and I see this piling of volume above it. So that shows that shorters might have just hit it. We might get a crack up on the SPY.
Alright, there's the rip in the SPY. I'm in AMD with 500 shares long. Let me put my window up real quick. Trying to catch a potential high of the daybreak here, but it's just 500 shares, so we're gonna be patient with it. Honestly, I missed the move I really wanted, but we're gonna try to see if it breaks highs here, and either way we'll be all right. I'm up a little bit, about break even. Huge rip up in the SPY, huge squeeze up though. Yeah, it looks like selling my Walgreens put was good, or my call option was good there.
Seeing the VIX go down there to the low of the day, guys. Interesting one is EMPH. This one has faded already. Look at this one, John. This one's faded almost 6 times already. Crazy
which
chart. EMPH. Just keep touching the VWAP, right back down. VWAP, right back down. VWAP, right back down.
So I'm in AMD here. Like I said, I'm only in with 500 shares. I'm gonna be very strict on the rest here, and just get out if it goes against me anymore. I think it's gonna depend on what the market does here. So like if the market continues to pull back, I think AMD will pull back with it. But I'm pretty close to my exit level. Alright, squeeze up. We're gonna just see if AMD holds this level right here. Now we also have a really obvious low right here that we can use as a risk too at about 27. We're at 27s. I just got to get out there. Small loss, less than $60.
Work setting up very symmetrical. I don't know if my chart's up, but very
you're
symmetrical today. Definitely a great chart to look at today. I just like how it's moving very pattern-like, holding resistance right above VWAP. I think it needs to try up here for a rip before you get in it, but it definitely looks like something's going on there.
I'll explain it right here. Yeah, I mean, it's just part of it. It's like you got a lot of sensationalism with
It's
it.
just one.
I know, but I would rather.
One to play on the downside that I don't know why I'm not trying to play it today is Maxar, guys. Maxar, the space stocks. Investor interest starting to go away slowly but surely. Just because, you know, when the rocket was going off, a lot of people were buying the rumor of it doing well. And now I think people are selling the news.
All right, so market's breaking highs here. I jumped in AMD with 1,000 shares. We're gonna try to ride it up quickly. Here, watch out, baby.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get. Hey, I wanted to ask everyone, are y'all starting to, you know, since the quarantine and the lockdown, is everyone starting to kind of get out more or kind of try to go back to their normal lives and, you know, instead of being home all the time? or like I know a lot of people are starting to work again. A lot of places are opening up. You know, Texas has been open for the last like month now, but I know a lot of other places are I think just starting to open. So I just kind of want to get an idea if people are starting to kind of go out again, or like go shopping, or you know.
Yeah, I just jumped in, or jumped out of AMD. I took 1,000 shares. I made a little bit of money. I'm still holding 300 shares here, and I'm just gonna ride the rest up. Hopefully up to like 53.50, or really over this high of the day at 53.40. But again, I've already taken profits with this one once, and so we're gonna try to be patient with the rest and let it work. And if not, you know, keep it a small green trade at the very least.
All right, guys, just want to mention that airlines are up about 4%. Some of the highest movers in airlines are going to be AZUL, Save, which is Spirit. And then you also got a couple of smaller ones. Another major one up almost 2%, United, 3%, LUV, Southwest.
Yeah, I got out of the rest of my airline shares today.
It's not a bad day to do it.
Yeah, I got out of around 30. But like I said, it was like a 30-40% winner in like a week or two. Yeah, I got out of AMD right in time there, guys. Right in time. I'm definitely being a little bit more patient today, which I think is necessary.
All right, guys, big thing to watch here, I think, is the industrials. I think we're getting a lot of people doing what's called the cycle trade, which they're looking at industrials and consumer cyclicals to continue moving us up right now. And you actually see that the strongest sectors like technology and healthcare are kind of break even on the day. Real estate in there also, and utilities.
Seems like people are starting to kind of get out again. That's good. Honestly, I'm so, I know life won't go back to the way it was before, you know, but I'm so ready to have some type of like normalcy, you know, like I feel like my days have been running together. Like I did this homeschool thing. That's tough. I think people who homeschool should get more credit. You know, families who homeschool, that's tough, you know, but I know my kids, like, we had talked about doing summer camp, and we're still considering it. Like, here in Texas, we've been open the last month, and, like, there's been no dramatic spike in cases. If anything, especially in our area, it's kind of leveling off, I think, which is good. You know, so we're talking about it, but I know that the kids are ready for it, too, especially our oldest, Madison. She misses her friends, and you know, and I'm missing like even stuff like going to the supermarket, like going to the store and like getting groceries, and you know, like we did the ordering, like where we would order the food and it would be delivered from Costco, and like that was good, but I'm so ready for normal life again, you know. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to get back to normal.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
It's time. We've been here for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is that, you know, I think what most people aren't forgetting is that it's not necessarily up to our decision. And I think that's where people think that the government made a decision. I think it's not a decision that you got to make. At the end of the day, it's always about risk. No one wants to be risking the lives of others. And I think at the end of the day, as much as we want to go back to normality doesn't really depend on our opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
It just sucks. I want to see sports. I was hoping to go to the NHL playoffs this year. You know, the Avalanche doing really well, but can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching. John's been watching the UFC fights that have been coming on lately, and I've watched a couple with them, and it's so weird to see like they're fighting, and it's like you could hear everything. Like there's just no one there. I think the first fight they did it in one of the big arenas, and like there was just nobody there. You know, I think next time they did it with like a smaller cage with nobody or something, right?
Yeah.
It was like just not in the big arena with nobody.
Yeah, there's no audience, there's no clapping, there's no applause, there's no anything. Kind of weird to see. Unusual for sure.
One thing I did appreciate from the UFC is just making their attempt.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a negative thing to make an attempt to bring sports
Back.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that can bring some normal kind of feeling, and I think that's what we really need to rely on. More of a kind of like on-demand movies being released to us, so we don't have to go to the movie theaters. Stuff like sports with no fans, but at least we get to have some entertainment. Let's release content out. Let's keep people home and keep them safe, and give them options to kind of give entertainment. I think that's what we need to do. I think that's the best move, is giving people a way to at least enjoy their time at home so that they can continue being safe.
Right. For sure. I agree.
Guys, industrials, look at this. I'll put it up on one chart for me. I don't know if you have my chart up.
Yeah, you're right.
But look at this, guys. This is kind of the stuff that really kind of moves investors. If you look at industrials today, people were talking about maybe the potential of cyclicals plays coming back. Plays like consumer cyclical, defensive, industrials. Usually when this happens is investors switching out and trying to play the breakout trade, the breakout of the recovery trade. And that's what you're seeing here. Industrials really getting pushed.
Yeah, so Andre says, John, are you still doing IT or are you leaving to go back to real estate? I'm doing it all, man. Like I do, like honestly, I don't want to be a super active real estate agent. Like I know how to do it. I've done contract work, but I'm just getting my license reinstated, mostly just so I can handle referrals. You know, like if somebody wants me to refer them to an agent in their area, that's mostly what I plan on using it for. And obviously, like if somebody in the chat here is in my area and like wants like an actual full agent, you know, we could talk about trading while we do it. But I'm not gonna be like a full-time real estate agent. It's just I don't need to be honest. Like I don't need business at this point, and you know, it is what it is. Like sure, if it's there, I'll take it. But it's not going to be something where I'm proactively doing it. With regard to like IT and coding, I'm still doing coding. I'm still doing freelance work, mostly because I enjoy doing it. Like I enjoy the problem-solving aspect of programming. And you know, yeah, I mean, if you need a website done, I'll do it. I'm still working on my site. Honestly, I've been busy with a lot of different things, and so it's been one kind of going back and forth with a few different things that I've been managing as time goes on. And you know, coding is just taking a back seat to that right now. All the other stuff I'm doing. I'm looking at AMD right now. If AMD breaks under 53, I might short into it, and I think that's a really good level. It's a low underneath the VWAP. MU actually has one at 46.06 that I might short into as well. And so I'm waiting to see. Sorry, it's not the echo on his mic, it's the echo on our headphones to the mic. And so I gotta push the mic back a little bit, and it should take some of the echo away. That should be a little bit better. Alright guys, like I said, here goes MU, or here goes AMD. I can't see, man. Go away, volume meter. I'm gonna jump into AMD here. I just kind of missed the move. It's frustrating because I called it out and I turned the volume down, and so it kind of messed it up a little bit, but it's all right. I'm in with 400 shares. We're gonna try to ride this thing down, take profits if we get it. There's 93s. Oh, my bad, guys. You can't see it here. There we go. We're bouncing up. I might add a little bit back and just use 53 as a risk, anticipating that AMD rejects here. We're going to add 300 shares, hold 700. Like I said, anticipate that we get a rejection here. Take 500 off if we get some profits down to like 52.90 or so. And like I said, anticipate a rejection right here is what we want to see.
Wait, go back to the. Is this?
Yes, my cousin. Why?
I don't know why I thought for some reason I was like.
Yes, my
Never
cousin.
mind. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, here, baby. I'm in a trade right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm looking for a quick rejection below the whole dollar here. I'm in short. Like, I'm looking for a move back down to 92 with my 700 shares now. And a potential break here under 92. Either way, like, it's okay. I'm playing with house money. I'm being a little bit more patient today. The last 2 days have been kind of rough, and I've just kind of overtraded some. Probably use like 03 as a risk here, maybe. About break even so far.
Square, a straight monster today. 4%, 5% move.
For which
If
one?
you guys know Square, that's a big move.
Oh, SQ.
Yeah, big move up today.
Yeah, WWR ended up fading down, which is what I kind of thought. I'm glad I ended up getting out of there. This is what I see happen a lot with penny stocks, and this is what people don't understand. Like, people see penny stocks and they think they're just going to rip up. A lot of times they gap up and then they just crash down during the market hours.
Hey, you want some red beans? Red beans and rice?
Yeah.
I might go soak the red beans so that I can make them later.
Yeah. Alright, guys, I'm probably about to get out of AMD here. Like I said, well, quick rejection back below it. Like I said, I'm using about 53.03 as my risk. We're going to try to be patient with it, though, and let it work. Alright, we're very close to exiting. Like I said, I'm right on the cusp of getting out, but I felt like I could let it test that a little bit here and see if the whole dollar breaks down, and if not, just exit. Small trade either way. Like I said, you've seen me scale down a big about. Alright, there's 53.01s. And it's kind of part of it. Like, trading's not always going to work. Like, sometimes I'm going to have a losing day. Sometimes I'm going to revenge trade. Sometimes I'm not going to trade the best. And, like, that's just part of trading. Anybody that thinks that those type of days don't happen doesn't have that much experience as a trader. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm going to take half off here. Hold this 200 shares. See if we get a much larger breakdown. We're going to give it one more second here. There's 90s. 89s. Looks good. Gonna let it keep working here. Anything over 91, I'm out. I'm just gonna get out there. So $111 day basically. Not too bad. Caught the breakout. That's the breakdown I really wanted. And you know, caught it there. We're gonna keep pushing and see what we get. Alright, there's Tesla breaking down. Maybe I could have held a little bit with AMD, but I'm happy with that win. MU might give me the same setup here. And so, go away, playlist.
All right, team, just want to mention kind of the things that I'm looking at here. I'm looking at the RSI. I don't know if you guys saw our latest video on the top indicators, but I'm starting to see the SPY indicator. RSI is up by 100. It just crossed over on that last rip up there to 307.24. So I'm trying to see if we can get a triple high here and start seeing a reversal. Starting to see that in the VIX, but need to see that in the SPY.
Alright, so it looked like it just faked me out there for MU. I'm going to wait a little while longer and see if we get the breakdown back under here. And I'll take it.
Hey, The Fallen. I'm gonna leave those posts that you posted up in the chat. Just try not to repeat messages. That's the only thing we suggest. We don't want to have to put timeouts or stuff like that. We just want to make sure that the chat doesn't repeat messages.
Oh no, my bad, Sid. Hey bro, what's today's profit? About $110. Nothing too crazy right now, honestly.
Guys, one that broke down big work. At least a nice fade for the day. Starting to see some cracks.
Wait, let me see. AMD looks like it's about to hit that level I talked about. I'm gonna jump in with 500 shares here in AMD. See if we can ride the move down. It's tested it a few times. I'm hoping that it actually breaks it this time. Or no, this is on MU, sorry. 500 shares on MU. There we go. Maybe I should have taken a little bit more. We'll see if we get the whole dollar breakdown though.
Hey guys, don't forget, if you guys want to go ahead and get the alerts and scans that you guys see on our streams to check out Trade Idea. You know, Trade Ideas is really the top of the line alert scanners. I know it's a little bit more expensive, and I think it's a lot better for the trader that is ready to go live. But definitely check it out, because the abilities that it gives you and kind of the alert speed that it has is definitely unmatched. There's a big flip in the SPY, guys. I'm trying to get in the VIX here. It looks like I didn't time it the best, but it's already flipping down there. So I'm trying to get into some stocks here.
Alright, I just took a little bit off of MU into that weakness under the whole dollar. I'm still holding 200 shares here. We're gonna see if we can break down a little bit more. I'm not gonna scale out anymore. I'm just gonna get out if it breaks back over 46. Yeah, if you want to check out Trade Ideas, here's the link. Legit scanners for sure. You can use promo code BT15, I think, and get 15% off. Trade Ideas as well, if you don't know. man. I just looked back. I got out up 133 on the day. Could have been a lot larger winner, but I kind of was trying to get the trade ideas thing up.
Looking for pullbacks to buy into the VIX, but it's not pulling back much here. I don't want to get it up here at the top.
I'm going to jump in another 500 shares here and try to scalp this move back below it. We just got a firm rejection at the whole dollar of 46. And so I don't mind holding this up to 46 and trying to be patient with it if we continue to get the rejection down here.
All right, guys, I'm short in Citi. Short in Citi also. I'm trying to get long here in the VIX, but if I can't get it, I can't get it, guys. I don't want to buy the high. Was trying to time this move all day, but at least I took Citi there.
I just got out of a little bit more of my MU trade. I'm going to hold the rest down to about 90 here. Just get out the rest there. Keep the scalp up about 150 something on the day. Not too bad. Yeah, SPY's dropping down here. It's breaking underneath the VWAP. Yeah, it looks like getting out of UAL is the right move there. Not a bad little win.
Let's see if we can get that continued breakdown move and see. Did see a pullback buy opportunity there for VIX.
We got Carol back here. Should I let Carol trade on Weeble?
Only if there's something good.
Problem is that I can't. Weeble's weird. It doesn't let me. Here you go.
All right, getting a nice little crackdown here. Let's see if we can crack the 60s and get to the 50s here.
So let's wait for Mitch to finish this trade, and then once we're done with that, let's take a look at trade ideas, swing trading ideas, and then we'll see if we can find something we can swing on Webull and maybe United as well, or maybe Thinkorswim as well. I think that's a good plan. So yeah, stick around, guys. We're gonna look at a few potential swing trades that we can make on Webull and Thinkorswim. Yeah, we have links for it, Aaron. Here you go. If you want to check it out, here you go, brother.
All right, guys, we don't want to see a reversal here. I want to see a continued trend in my stock. So I want to see this start cracking the 60s here.
Yeah, you can use promo code BT15 for 15% off. Oh, well, you bought it the other day. It's a cool. Like I said, it's solid, bro, for sure. I like trade ideas. But you can see it here too. My bad, man. I thought you were asking for it. You're good though.
There you go, guys. Head into the 60s there. Let's see this break. Looking good for us. Just wanted to continue going through the 50s. There we go. Down to 54 now. 52s, 50s. See if it cracks these 50s. If not, I'll probably just take it out. Take the little gain here.
Yeah, SPY's breaking down. I might short MU if it breaks lows here. I'm gonna wait for it.
timed the VIX today pretty well, guys. It's just I just missed that last area to buy there. 305s, 310s, risk off of 33s were really great. You're seeing the daily of the VIX really start breaking out, and I think that's what I was really looking for. Is I saw the weekly chart on the VIX looking like it was holding support like none other, and with the riot view right now, guys, that's causing uncertainty. So I look at the fear index to come up, and that's what I think we're seeing here.
Yeah, there's my trade idea settings right there, Aaron, if you want them. I got you.
All right, give us another second to crack through the 50s. If it doesn't crack through the 50s, we'll take it off.
Remember, guys, smash that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day right here on YouTube. And so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, team. We're also going to be dropping, what do you guys think? Mitch and I are going to be dropping some weekday videos in the afternoons coming up soon this week. So be on the lookout for those. And so, yeah, be on the lookout for those, guys. And like I said, if you want to catch some stuff like that, it's going to be an assortment of different types of videos. Hit the subscribe button, guys. And remember to click the bell. And if you do, you get an alert every single time we go live, team. And so hit that bell button. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell button, and we should be dropping some videos during the weekdays as well.
All right, guys, now we want to start seeing this hold the low, which is that 65. It really shouldn't get back above 65. I would like to see it hold 60s to show us kind of the bears are in control. We get this to crack, I think we can head down towards that last low, which was 50.43, and then from there it could head down to 50 really easily. Got to give it a couple more minutes to see if it wants to crack that 43.
And yeah, guys, the platform we're using is TradeNet and TEFs. They are no longer accepting US signups, but if you are overseas and you want to use them, I'll post this link here, and if you're an overseas resident, you can still sign up for them, and I'll post this link here if you want to check them out as well.
We get this flush down through the 43s now. Anything above this 61s, we just get out of the rest. Let's give it a chance to make the gain. What stock are we showing on the screen right now? I'm pretty sure my trade is up, and this is Citigroup.
Yep.
This would be Citigroup. I'm short from 50.70s. I've already made a decent gain on this stock of the day. Made a nice $30 trade earlier. And then I've also made a nice $30 gain on the VIX. One of the things that I will tell you is that I'm taking shorts and long positions, and this is always one of the best benefits that I find in TradeNet.
Yeah, they stopped letting US signups yesterday, brother. My guess is it's regulation. Like, I'll still be able to keep my account, but because anybody that signed up prior till today gets grandfathered in, and so they still get to keep their account, but they can no longer buy a new one, and so this will be my last one that I can ever have with them, unfortunately. Another thing is, you know, they just, my guess is it's regulation. And again, like, people, like, listen, like, people make fun of them for going around and for offering it before this happened, and then people are making fun of them for after it, and it's just like people are just hating on them both ways. Like, the reality is, like, it looks like they're trying to just do what the SEC wants here, and it's understandable. Like, they gave us a solid option in the US for a long time, and it's unfortunate, but in the end, you know, we got to get around the PDT rule for a little while. And like I said, if you signed up prior till today in the U.S., you'll still get to keep your account. But no more U.S. signups after yesterday. But again, if you're in If you're overseas, you'll still be able to sign up as well, though. So you should be good if you're, if you live Canada as well. Like Canadians can still sign up too.
All right, guys, I drew the trade here for you guys. Anything above this 68s, we're gonna get out. We don't want this trade to come all the way back. If we did that, we would allow ourselves to get into a losing position here. That's not the idea. The idea is to give it a chance, break even if it doesn't follow this kind of pattern. We're already breaking out of the pattern, so we really wanted to see it hold and reject right here, right back down below this line.
Yeah, SPY's kind of choppy. I'm looking at AMD though, maybe with the risk of 75. I'm gonna get in with 500 shares here with AMD, risking off of 75, and then seeing if we can just ride it down some and catch another low of the daybreak maybe here.
Yeah, Aaron. One of the things that we always really recommended tests for was really for that great benefit that you got out of it. It definitely gave you a platform to learn on, and like you said, it saved you a lot of money.
I'm not sure, Vladimir. Like I said, I don't know why they did it. It's unfortunate, but my guess is they got pressure from the regulatory bodies, which happens. You know what I mean? SureTrader did the same thing, and it happens. There's nothing we can really do about it. It's unfortunate, but in the end, the show must go on. Now you'll see us trade on Webull, in pre-market. Like I did some pre-market trading, buying some penny stocks in pre-market. So we're gonna, if you want to use Webull, you get a free stock for signing up, and so you can check that out here.
Out there, guys.
Yeah, here's the Webull link if you want to get a free stock. Webull has a lot of benefits too. Like you can trade in pre-market. You can trade in after hours on Webull. They have a much better platform, in my opinion, than Robinhood. And so if you want to check out Webull, you can see that link and get a free stock.
Nice rejection there. I could keep trying to play this same ticker, or I could look for another ticker. I'm seeing some reversals there, so I'm just trying to be patient.
I'm probably going to get out of AMD here. It's squeezing up against me. Like I said, anything over 75, and I'm going to get out. I like that resistance level. I think we have a lot of, maybe 77 is actually a little bit better. I think I could probably let it test 77. I don't know. We'll see. Ideally, we want to see a rejection here, which should be good.
I might have some stuff I gotta do right now.
No, I just like Webull a little bit more. Like Robinhood's alright, but their platform is not the best. Webull just has a much better platform in general. More tools, free commissions as well, free options trades as well. And so Webull is basically the same thing, just a little bit better than Robinhood, I think. And you still get a free stock for signing up there as well. So in my opinion, Webull's the superior platform.
Alright, baby.
Alright, you done? Alright, guys. Carol's out of here.
Yeah, I got
Thank
some
Carol.
stuff I gotta do around the house, so.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all.
Alright, baby.
Alright, good luck today. Hope everyone does well, so.
Carol's out of here.
Alright.
Webull does have the PDT rule, but Webull has a thing like if you have a cash account, you can still trade a cash account. I think with no PDT rule. The flaws of it though are that you're gonna have the T2 rule, so you're gonna have to wait a few days to get instant settlement or to get settled back into your account. And so there's some pros and cons to each. But yeah, I mean, like I said, right now for US traders, there's not really a better option. I think Webull is probably the best option right now for it.
All right, guys, I'm trying to go long here on BGC. Looking for the reversal. Saw some bag buyers step in here at the 1620 area. That's really what I'm risking off of right now. Let's see if this holds. C looks like it's holding. Citigroup looks like it's holding that 75. Might have got out of that one, break even, but it was a momentum play, so I didn't want to put some risk in that trade.
All right, guys, the VIX doing another VWAP bounce. I've kind of taken my eye off of it when I saw the SPY bounce a little bit there, but if we still get that continued push, this is when we can start seeing kind of a trend move.
All right, so we're getting the breakdown in AMD. I'm still in with 500 shares. There's a little bit of a bounce back. I like the range here. Somebody said CMEG is another option. Yeah, for sure. I've just never used them, and we're gonna see what's up with them and see what they're all about. And so, like I said, in the next few days, I'm gonna be researching my options. I'll probably make a video about it, but we'll see what they're about. Never used them before, so I can't say whether they're good or bad. I've used Webull, I've used Ustock I've used Robinhood. The reason I don't use Ustock now is because I just want to be able to short, and Ustock doesn't offer shorting. If Ustock allowed me to short, I would probably go there, in a heartbeat, but they don't. Alright, so there's 63s. We get down to like 61. I'm going to take a little bit off here for AMD. Let me give it that chance though to break down. I had a small account with CMEG, really high fees. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are concerned about that part, that aspect.
Yeah, like people hate on TradeNet, right? But it's like the other options. What are the better options? You know what I mean? Like people gave us crap and people hate on them. But it's like, dude, like a lot of times they're just hating on them because they're just looking for a reason to hate on us, or like they have an affiliation with another platform. All right, there's 62s, but like there's no really better option. I'm gonna take half off there, guys, and then I'm gonna hold this last little bit down to preferably like 52.50 here if we can get the low of the day break on AMD. I'm going to take a little bit more off here because we're at 52.50, and I would like to still hold a little bit in case we do get a breakdown under 52.50 here.
Nice VWAP bounce there in the VIX, man. That thing's starting to rip. Definitely probably should have stuck with the stocks that I was doing well on today. I was doing really well on looking at Citigroup and really well at the VIX. Started getting away from them, and they're continuing the trend. And this is a lot of the things that I see sometimes, that continuous trend where you could actually stay with the stock and play it multiple times. VIX there now breaking out there to 33, 39s and actually going through the high of the day here. So you should see the SPY start heading down significantly, and there you go.
Yeah, I just covered the rest of my AMD trade on that low of the day breakout. Got out of my last 100, up a little bit over $200 on the day. Yeah, and like I said, we'll check it out. John Mitch, I got in TEFs yesterday, and now I need to learn the platform. Any suggestions? Jason, I suggest you use the demo account for a few weeks while you really learn before you use your actual funded account, brother.
Yeah, I would recommend that also. Start getting used to the fills, start getting used to how everything works, and at the end of the day, try to trade exactly the way you're going to trade live. Start taking it kind of the business approach, and there's no rush. There's no rush, really. I've seen a lot of traders trade that TEF account like it's all or nothing, and that's not the way you should approach it. Try to get some value out of that. I wish you the best in trying to get your profits, but like always, try to get a value. Try to get that goal. Something that I've seen, John, and I know that you've seen it throughout the years with traders that go into penny stocks and kind of this game, is that a lot of traders, what they end up doing is they kind of destroy their confidence way too early by taking way too big of sizing. There's nothing that can hurt your confidence more than your daily gains and losses usually be in the hundreds and $200, and then from going from one day to the next, and then you're down $700, $1,000. The way this happens is by always increasing way too big, taking way too sizing in a place where, especially if you're a new trader, you shouldn't really be taking those kinds of risks.
No way, man. Yeah, you gotta take it slow, and that's what people like. some guy accused me of being too preachy the other day. But I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I'm trying to give people realistic advice that they need to hear that they're probably not going to find anywhere else, right? And the advice I tell people, I'm looking at AMD for a breakdown under the $50 here. Just a heads up, everybody. I'm going to get in with 300 shares here. Keep my wrist very, very tight and see if we can write a breakdown down to 52.40 or so. But I'm not trying to discourage anybody. But what happens a lot of the time with traders is that they end up, like, they have this mindset, like, I've got to make all this money. I've got to make all this money. I'm going to take half off here and just hold the 100 shares for AMD. But yeah, they get into this mindset where they're like, I've got to make money. I've got to make money. The only reason I'm doing this is to make money. And so I'm not going to take small size. I'm not going to buy 100 shares because that's pointless. I'm not going to make any money doing that. You know, and so what do? Is as a brand new trader, they end up taking thousands and thousands of shares, which consequently just ends up, like Mitch said, ruining their confidence. I'm going to get out of the rest of AMD there. I'm up 220 something on the day. Call it the low of the day break there. But yeah, here's my P&L. But like I said, like Mitch said, it just ends up ruining their confidence, right? So they have no confidence, and it's like, look, I know you're there to make money. Like, I know you want to make money trading. But like the reality is that you're going to end up losing money if you trade too big, and there's going to be a transitionary period. No matter how much you emulate a real account with a paper account, it's not going to be the same. Your emotions are going to be there with a real account. You're going to trade worse. You're going to exit too soon. You're going to hold your losses too long. And so with that said, you got to trade small as a beginner. Don't jump in with 500 to 1,000 shares. Jump in with 100 to 200 shares, even if you lose a little bit in commissions, because you're going to save so much more by trading small that you need to understand that, and you need to just work your way into understanding how to trade a real live account. And like, that's my advice to somebody, to anybody looking to get started. But yeah, like I said, people don't want to hear that though, and that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't want to hear that. People would rather me tell them they can get rich quick, because that's their dream, right? Their dream is to make all this money in the stock market, right? And so when somebody like me comes along and they're like, yo, you're probably going to lose a bunch of money in the first few months. Whatever your account is right now, you'll probably lose that. Nobody wants to hear that. It's a buzzkill, right? Even if it's true and it's reasonable expectations, nobody wants to hear it. And so thus we get nonsense with, I'm too preachy, or you know, whatever, right? In the end, it's because I'm attacking their dream. You know, and the reality is I'm just giving them reasonable expectations for it. Yeah, I just got out of AMD, Sid. Like I said, I'm up 220. I just scalped the low of the day break there. Missed a little bit for sure, but, you know, it is what it is. I'll take that. Green screen.
Muted. They're talking to myself. Just giving it one more second here, guys. If not, I'm going to cut it. What happened was the SPY not helping me here, the VIX shooting up there. Definitely the VIX was the play of the day, but I took my eye off of it, wasn't able to catch the rip, and man, what a VBOT bounce play on that one. Now up there to 3360s. Looks like the option would have been good in the morning.
Yeah, see, I'm still learning Webull options, man. Let me see if I can find it on here. How do I trade options? There's got to be a way too, right? No. Positions, account. Let me unlock this thing.
Man, what a VWAP bounce. That was a beauty.
How do I look up a stock, guys, and look for options and how much they cost? How do I look that up?
You can look it up on Yahoo. Just Google.
Oh no, on Webull.
Oh, you got to pull up the ticker first, hit trade, and then it might give you the options.
Yeah, let me see. What's one I know? Yeah, they got to have one for Apple. I'm guessing, right? They got to have like an Apple. There's Apple. Okay, let's click this. Charts, target sales. All right, I'm gonna look this up. Somebody, I don't know if they let me trade options on the actual thing. Let me see.
We got a question about real stop loss or just mental stop losses.
I use mental, but for a new trader, I would use a real one.
A lot has to do with your strategy, guys. If you're trying to be really strict with exits, then maybe a stop can work for you. But let's say like in John's case where he's scalping and he's so close to that price, so close to that risk, if he goes and he puts a stop, a lot of times he's just going to get wicked out.
Right.
And then the trade could even go in his direction. Market makers love to attack if you're just a penny away. That's what I could tell you.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I can tell you at least Citigroup back up there to 75, 76s. Hoping to see this one start turning around here, but just got to keep it tight from now on. Already taking the risk, sticking to the original plan. That's all you can do sometimes.
All right, I figured out the options. I figured it out.
Yes, the VIX is an inverse ETF. What the VIX really is, it's not really, I wouldn't really call it inverse because what it is, it's a measure of what they call the fear index. It goes off the VIX. So if you wanted to take a look at that, you can look at those very similarly, the VIX and the VXX. So the VXX is a short-term play. Short-term future play look, so it usually has a tendency of ripping a little bit faster than the VIX, and that's why I look to trade that one because it's also lower priced.
As the market breaks down under the previous closing price, I just jumped in 400 shares of MU on the short side. We're going to see if we get a firm breakdown under 70s and then take profits into that. But I am holding 400 shares of MU short. About break even right now. See if we can get a breakdown under the 67 level. Probably just gonna keep this one a one and done trade. Yeah, and the real play here is the market is breaking, just to show you guys, so like this light blue line right here on the market is the previous closing price, right? And so what we got here is we got a break. I'm going to take half off here. What we got here is we got a break underneath this light blue line, which is, you know, a huge level, a huge sway level here, which is this light blue line. And then we got to pull up to test the light blue line, and we got a confirmed break under it. So right, so this is the market going from red to green, or from green to red. So the SPY is above this, and as you see the SPY move up, you'll probably see AMD move up with it. But we don't want AMD to move up. We want AMD to move down. And so what we want to see here is we want to see the SPY break this level, 305.20. SPY breaks that level, we're good. I'm gonna get out the rest pretty close here. I'm gonna just get out the rest there. So I'm up about 250 on the day. Notice how the haters don't show up today, you know? They only show up when we do bad. How kind of the life of a hater, guys. Yeah, there's options. So for options, for people that don't know here, I'm on the desktop platform. For options, this is what I did to find it. I went to add a new one here, and I went to new board. I went to blank, and then with that, what did I do? Click here to add widgets. I clicked here, and then I went down to stock options. Can you guys see that? Stock options. I clicked options. Boom. There's the options. You can buy the bid on these options. Last price. Man, I gotta learn options, so that's for sure. I don't. Here's calls. Here's puts. What is the expiry date? Okay, so here's June 20th. Just to break this down so everybody can see it here. These are the options, right? these are all the expiry dates, right? June 20th, or June 12th, June 19th, June 26th, July 10th. And so these are the expiry dates, right? I don't want Apple. Apple's going to be far too expensive. Okay, so look, as I'm saying this though, guys, there's the SPY pulling up to test that big level there. It's the big level. It's 305.50. If we break back above this, again, we're going from red to green. And so we're going to see if we can get that or not. And if we do, a lot of stocks are going to follow suit back up. A lot of stocks follow the market in this way. And so that's something you want to understand, is that previous closing price has a lot of sway. Hey, we love you too, Andre. Thank you, brother. I gotta say, I started trading full-time in October and found out about you guys recently. One of the best things to happen to me since I discovered the stock market. It was starting to feel lonely doing it by myself. Alone every day. Love you guys. Sending love to keep the haters away. Yes, sir. In the end, guys, like I said, yesterday I apologize for engaging with the haters too much. But again, it's just humorous. It's just humorous when it's like you're green every day. Like literally in the last 30 days, guys, I think I ended red like 2 or 3 times max, right? In the last 30 days, 2 or 3 times max. And it's all documented on stream, right? And so for somebody to wait until I have a red day and then just start to be super negative, it's crazy. It's crazy, you know? But again, I'm not going to engage with it anymore. I'm just going to ban it. Any negativity, we're just going to ban and keep it out of here. Yeah, what's up, WB? Yeah, no stress. Can we check Facebook? Yeah, Facebook, you know, it is following the market right now is what it's doing. Like if you look at, here's Facebook, here's the SPY. Both look very similar. So, pretty close to the market. Not exactly, obviously, but just close to the market. You're going to see that a lot. Just stocks follow the market. SPY is back above the previous closing price. So remember this level, like I talked about. The SPY is back above that, right there. See you, WB. Hey, thank you, JP. Thank you, brother. I trade some penny stocks. Yeah, I traded some penny stocks in pre-market. Mahmood. I see you, Buzz. Later, brother. Mostly I trade penny stocks on Webull, though. Like, you'll see me trade Webull here. I lost a little bit when, I think it was WWR this morning. But, again, just to show you guys the options thing. So, like, this is options, right? Like I said, we're gonna go and check out trade ideas, and what we're gonna do with trade ideas here, guys, is we're gonna look for the options info for trade ideas, right? So like here's the options trade ideas area, and so we're gonna find the options part and see if it gives us some good options plays. Like we'll see. I know there's an options section. Here it is. And so you know, I'm starting to just about finish day trading for the day. And so let's bring this a little bit larger here to show you guys. So this is the options section of trade ideas. Big volume options here. And like I said, I might have to get with my man Casey to help me with some options because I'm not much of an options trader. I just don't know that much about it. But what I do like to look at is different sectors and kind of how they move. I like to look at the future of different sectors based off of the current market conditions, and I think that's something, like with United Airlines, that's something that worked really well on a short-term basis. Again, with my Walgreens trade, you know, I bet that I think Walgreens, considering it's a pharmacy and also considering it's retail, would bounce back a little bit once the economy got back rolling, and I sold that option for a 40% gain there on Walgreens. And so options are something that honestly, historically, I've not been that great at, but since I reapproached them in the last few weeks, I've been doing much better. And so let me know what you guys think. DraftKings is one people are talking about. Here's the thing, though, right? If DKNG, DraftKings is one people are talking about, and here's the thing, right? If sports gambling gets legalized, I'm curious in how DraftKings is going to be affected by it. And the reason I say that is because DraftKings has an edge over normal sports gambling right now, in that it has an edge in that it's allowed to operate in certain states where other sports gambling companies are not. And so with that said, if sports gambling gets legalized, which I hope it does, listen, I'm just going to say I love betting on MMA. Very, very entertaining for me. Makes the fights more exciting for me, and I'm actually pretty good at it because I know MMA really well. I know the fighters, and I've been watching it for years. But with that said, it's an interesting dynamic. I don't know if I'm comfortable enough to actually take any position here, though, and that's what you do want to understand. But looking at the trade ideas thing, let's see if we can find some cool options plays here. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think the best option play is in the upcoming week. And, like I said, I think Trade Ideas has a really dope platform here that, you can look at account building stocks. So I might look at this whenever I trade on Webull in the mornings in pre-market. We can look at earnings coming out. And I think that's an interesting one for options as well. We have like different earning results here, and I think that's super beneficial of Trade Ideas. The scans with like showing you what's really moving. We've got ETFs, we've got gaps, we've got a lot of cool stuff here for Trade Ideas. And so again, if you want to use Trade Ideas, I'll post. If you want to use Webull and get yourself a free stock, Webull's the options platform I'm going to be using for the most part. Here's the link for that. And so if you want to check out Webull, this is the platform I'm going to be trading options on, but they also do day trades and they also do extended hours trading. And so you're actually going to be able to trade and pre-market on Webull, and I think you get a free stock just for signing up. And so if you want a free stock, I think you got to sign up, and I don't know if you have to deposit or what, but I know you get a free stock in some way. Check out the link there in the chat to Webull. Good way to help support us. And then, like I said, if you want to check out these scanners, which a lot of people have confirmed that they're pretty legit scanners, I'll post this link here, and you can check out Trade Ideas and use our promo code.
Yeah, with options, a lot of the times they'll look at unusual volume. I think that was one of the things that you saw there. And always earnings, always look a couple days prior and a couple days after.
Right, for sure.
I think the exact day the earnings get released, it's a little bit harder. But I think if you always look at them a little bit prior or a little bit after their earnings, it's usually the best.
Yeah, Habib is certainly the GOAT. Certainly. I don't care what people say. People can hate on him. That dude is super dominant in the fight game. Alright guys, we'll see. Like I said, I'm up about 250 on the day. Not too shabby. I'll take that. Look at Uber. Alright, I got you. Let me check it out. Yeah, Uber's down. We'll see. Spy's kind of choppy today. That's the biggest problem. Big range. No really picked direction. Hey, I see you. You got me, buddy. Good job. Yeah, you can have some. There you go, buddy. And yeah, if you're overseas though, guys, you can still use TradeNet and TAFs. And so I think, like I said, I think they're still the best platform if you're overseas. And so if you want to check them out, here's the link for it, team. But yeah.
Yeah, man, your son's a smart kid. Always asking for that paper.
Yeah, 100%. He's been on a paper trip, man. We probably murdered about 5 trees in the last week or so. But yeah, he's a good kid. He likes drawing and stuff.
Gonna have to tell him we're gonna have to plant a tree since
Yes,
he wanted since he wanted to take so much paper.
Yeah, for sure.
We're out there plant a tree in the backyard.
Right, give back,
Hey, gotta show him where it comes from, right?
Right, for sure. Yeah, guys, also, if you want to join our Discord, I guess we're probably about to close it down here. But if you want to join our Discord, check out this link. Basically a free trading chat room. Yeah, if you want to follow us after the stream. Also, guys, we do have a second channel where we go over business ideas. Like, just to put it into perspective, you know, before United Airlines and the whole airline movement went up, I did post a video about how I did decide to buy United Airlines and my logic behind that. And so Mitch also dropped a lot of cool investing videos as well. I know I was supposed to do my Amazon video breaking down how to build an Amazon business, just to, like I said, just to kind of put it into perspective, team. You know, I do a lot of different online businesses, and I run 2 Amazon businesses. Like I said, I'm getting my license for real estate, or I already have. I just got to make it active again. I run a few different online businesses aside from that, with like investing in websites. You know, I do freelance web development as well sometimes, and so I do a lot of different business things that keep me pretty comfortable overall. And so with that, if you want to go check out our second channel, we drop a lot of videos on that as well. We're going to be dropping a lot more, and I will be putting that how to build an Amazon video from scratch video out there as well. And so go subscribe to that here. We are growing pretty quick. We got almost 300 subscribers there already, and we're going to keep pushing for 1,000, guys. So if you want to help support that, go check out the second channel there, team. We appreciate all the love today. Appreciate all the support. Yeah, guys. With that said, I think that'll probably be it.
Like always, guys, hit the like, hit the sub. We'll see you tomorrow.
Later, team. Have a good day.